welcome to day 2 of the SFP's Super Fun E3 coverage. Well, post E3 coverage. Today I have joined with me once again, Austin.
Hi.
Bomb.
Why are you saying once again?
Well, shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut up. Liam.
Hello.
Rye.
Hey.
And Ryan.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
There he is.
Hey. There he is.
Fuck.
So, for one, this is the first time the OG4 have been on the same podcast since we started this.
OQC.
Well, that was a special event.
Oh, okay.
Like just for a normal podcast. I
Yeah.
guess this isn't exactly a normal podcast, but you know what I mean.
Going back to our roots.
Yeah.
Plus
Plus,
one.
we got the Ryan connection going on here.
Hey.
Yeah.
There he is.
So, since you already heard mine and Austin's yesterday, we're just going to have you three tell us about your weeks before we get into this. So, Rye,
Alright.
what's up, man?
Alright, I'll start. Not too much. Working hard as always, I guess. And just clients are always the best to deal with, especially when it's their show and we have to do exactly what they say. And even though it doesn't make sense or there's other better ways to do it, but, that's the job.
They want it convoluted, they're gonna get it convoluted, I guess.
Yep.
Anything?
Aside from that, E3 was a lot of fun. I thought I was very impressed with everything that came through it.
Mm-hmm.
And aside from that, that's about it for me. A pretty boring week.
Alright. Hey, Liam.
Mad cramming. School's about to start. And a bit of frustration because, like, hey man, I need to save money. And it's like, hey, there's at least 64 characters in this new Smash game. And they went from having
And they
4
just-
away.
Guess what they just said today?
Uh-oh.
There's at least half a dozen more coming.
Like shipping with the game.
Who knows?
How many dollars away am I?
You pre-order the game, just put $10 down. And they have to ship you a copy.
The game will always be around. The controllers, the Amiibo, you know how they like to supply everything. So that's really the gist of it. I've just been grinding away at work.
I think Liam's really excited to get his hands on the new Amiibo. He's itching for it.
It's more of a grimace.
Itching for it.
And Bob?
Hey, Bomb.
I'm just going to sum up my this whole month as a really bad month because I found out that my school semester is actually 2 semesters crammed into 3 months.
Ew.
Not to mention, Dark Souls Remastered came out few days before my finals.
Ooh.
And since it released 2 days earlier than the planned date, guess who got on day -1? And yeah, my life so far has been Dark Souls Remastered, Killing Floor 2, and Civ 5. And that's been my life other than hating school. And yeah, all 3 of them is slowly killing me because changes. So I'm pretty sure no one here knows the difference between Dark Souls and Dark Souls Remastered. Pretty much, just imagine Dark Souls with the really bad bullshit from Dark Souls 3.
Oh, fun.
That's good.
So, I'm going to go quick. So in Dark Souls 3, you have weapon level matching. It's in Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls Remastered when they didn't have it in the original Dark Souls. So I can't be a summon bro. So hey, what about invaders? Oh, cheat engine exists. on day -2. So everyone has cheat engines and min-maxes everything, and all the invaders are Mr. No Fun.
Oh, well, that's good.
As in, like, they have one-shot builds.
Ew.
And like I said, I'm Mr. Sunbro, and 90% of the time when I get summoned, oh look, they just summoned me just so that they can gank.
Yeah, that sounds fucking rotten.
And like I said, it's Dark Souls, and it has all of the Dark Souls 3 player base, so yeah, it's corrupted as fuck. So let's move on to Killing Floor 2. In the, what was it, E3 PC gamer bullshit thing, Tripwire, the creators of Killing Floor 2, said that they were going to release an update. And this update was in beta for a month now.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. This update, all of the quote-unquote pro players quit the game because of this update.
Ooh. That's pretty significant. So, give me like the cliff notes.
So they added 3 new weapons, 1 new character, and a rebalance and new Zeds, or they're not technically Zeds or zombies. So, new character, character from Killing Floor 1, Mrs. Foster, $10, whatever, fully voiced, fully animated, bullshit like that. That's fine. What was it? 3 new Zeds. They're robots apparently, and they're kind of a pain in the ass. One has like this tether skill, which will immobilize you from across the map. If they have a direct line of sight, they will immobilize you.
Ooh.
Second one will shoot rockets at you. Third one will shoot laser beams at you. Once again, line of sight. They're for the most part. And now I come to the thing that killed everyone. The new weapons and the rebalancing. The new weapons. So they have a weapon called the double barrel shotgun. In Killing Floor 1, it was known as the best weapon because it is the highest power DPS bullshit you can get.
Yeah.
So they decided, hey, how do we improve on that? I know, quad barrel shotgun. It's weaker than the double barrel shotgun.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Bad.
Okay, what else? You have static fists that shoots like that has static electricity. Low tier ass shit. What else? Oh yeah, they brought back anti-material rifle sniper rifle. Yeah, no, that is overpriced, not enough power, and yeah, just shit. Okay, now the rebalancing. So they introduced a thing called weapon upgrading, where you can have the basic weapon, and there's 4 tiers in the game, 4 weapon tiers, 1, 2, 3, 4. So they said you can upgrade any weapon to tier 4 and 5. So you can have the starter weapons into tier 5. How did they rebalance that? Oh, by making all weapons -1 tier. So if you want to use a tier 4 weapon, it's technically tier 3 until you upgrade it. Then it becomes tier 4.
So it's work harder to do the same thing you're doing before.
And now essentially you're forced to upgrade your weapon to
Yep.
keep it.
And tier 1, 200 units of money. Tier 2, 650.
Oh.
Tier 3, 1,100 or 1,100. Tier 4, what was it? 1,500. Upgrading it, same, upgrading from tier 1 to 2, that's, whatever, the same cost. So now you have to buy a tier 4, 1,500, and upgrade it again, another 1,500.
So what you're saying is we should just stick with Killing Floor 1.
Yeah, for the most part. And another thing that everyone was pissed at that. But here's the one that broke the camel's back. They had a quote-unquote exploit or gameplay mechanic called reload canceling, where you reload and, you reload, the game says, oh, you fully reloaded, but you still are in the animation. So you can do a thing called a bash, which is that shove mechanic from Left 4 Dead 2, but just way fucking better.
It was like in Halo when you were using the battle rifle, and when you reload, as soon as like you get the clip in, you melee, and it cuts off like
The rest.
maybe a half second.
So here's the thing.
PvE
To make things better, in the middle of the bash animation, you can cancel the animation with just a regular attack. So before you just do one frame of the bash animation, you can go right instantly into shooting. They had that for 2 years, and they said, oh yeah, we're going to get rid of that.
Oh. And have they? Did they get rid of it? Oh.
It makes the game more dull, because if you know that technique, you can do more frantic reloading, and you save an extra second every time you reload, which is crucial. But no, they said, yeah, we were planning on getting rid of that after 2 years.
So your week was really just your game just got flushed.
The game just got fucking thing. So all the pro players said, we are outie. So there's the pub players. And all the pub players are fucking brain dead. And since they're already bad as it is, since all the weapons are nerfed to shit, all the good players have to pull extra weight.
This is why I don't play online. Because if I don't play online, I have to get let down.
I like Nintendo because it's simple. I just put my Switch down and I go to bed. Good night.
So I tried playing more Killing Floor, thinking maybe this could work. Maybe there's like a new build. Maybe I have to choose a tier 1 weapon that goes to tier 5, which is kind of viable now. But all the good weapons that's tier 4, no, they're bad. All the god tier weapons became shit tier, and the shit tier weapons became either god tier or kind of good tier.
Makes sense.
Jesus.
And because of that, the pub players, they're even more shit. So, and guess what? It still has very good reviews because all the players don't know anything.
That's fantastic.
Is that it for your week?
That's it for my month.
Alright, so let's blast through some of this stuff. So instead of going through the same order that we did last night, we're going to just kind of bounce around a bit more. So we're going to start off with EA because that's a small one that we don't have to talk a lot about. So first things first, EA announces Battle Royale reimagined for Battlefield 5.
Electronic assholes.
We got kind of a tease of it. It's called Airborne Mode, where you jump out of a plane onto a map. It's not an island, it's a map. And they later confirmed that is the Battle Royale game type. More details are coming later. They didn't specify whether or not that during the conference, during E3, or later in the year, but for now it's confirmed. Everything is getting a Battle Royale confirmed.
Like I said, I think I kind of touched on this last night, but I want to touch on it a little more. I feel like games should stop trying to do what everyone else does and just focus on what makes your games good rather than trying to do, like, hey, let's do a Battle Royale mode, but we have...
My name's Cash Cow.
Yeah, but, like, we have free game, like a free game for that. Give me what Battlefield is good at.
Now,
But better.
Mom?
Fuck the money!
Fuck the money.
But here's the thing, that's, I guess, my counterpoint to that is that the industry's been built on trends. like everything's been like every 3D platformer in the 90s. There's a slog of that, and it all really got kicked off with Mario. And
Horde mode.
Horde mode, that's another one.
Multiplayer.
Multiplayer, like first-person shooters, when those got big. First-person RPGs, that, and also like how the Mass Effect dialogue wheel, how that completely changed how like stuff like Fallout and their already like set in stone dialogue system. They ditched that for the wheel.
Yeah.
Another
Like-
one.
Another one.
Physics simulator.
Yeah, that too.
See, but this is what I'm kind of saying. Like, I'm of the mindset that I feel like if a game has something nailed down that they know is good, I get it. You want to follow a trend because that makes money. But like, when Fallout 4 redid the dialogue system, what happened?
It sucked.
Yeah, everyone complained about it.
But they made that because they had voice acting.
Yeah, and that wasn't a good thing. But right now it's the goal of one of these companies that are going all in on this battle royale stuff to be that number 3, or even to usurp PUBG and send that down to the number 3, and just kind of fall behind Fortnite.
Because you can't.
You can't beat Fortnite at this point. Your goal is to get as close to it.
Yeah, so Austin, I would just say stick with indie games then.
Yeah.
Well, it's more of like I don't really know why I'm complaining. I don't play Battlefield or I don't play online in general.
Yeah. No, I get the frustration of just like everything's battle royale right now.
Well, it's not like everything's battle royale. It's like not everything needs to be battle royale.
Yeah. But that we're talking about a company owned by EA.
True.
That's kind of
Before
kind of have to.
Everything has to
That's-
be battle royale.
Oh, I came up with another one. Taking down towers.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Moving on.
Let's talk about Anthem. For one, it got kind of a lengthy showcase at this year's E3 and got a release date confirmed for sometime in February. I think it's February.
Yeah, I think so.
And as a selling point, BioWare explained that Anthem will not have paid cosmetics.
We'll have paid cosmetics.
We'll have paid cosmetics, but no loot boxes or pay for power advantages.
So essentially not a pay to win, but pay to look better.
Pay to
if you
look
want,
cool.
or cool.
Which,
or-
you know what?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of sad that's not a selling point. It's unfortunate.
It's like, hey, we're actually more towards what games are about.
You know, going back again, loot boxes, that became a big thing. And at one point, they were saying, oh yeah, our games have loot boxes. That was a pulling point for some people.
And now ever since government intervention, thanks EA.
I'm sorry, but this part of this thing has like, what is it? Clearly had an impact on their potential loot box plans. Still, paying $60 for a game. $60 for a game? I wish.
We paid like 80
80 at least.
80 up to $90
like,
for
for a new game. It's like $80 here. Aussies have to pay like $120.
Like, don't tell me Anthem's not going to be like a $90 game.
Oh yeah, because you'll buy it and they'll be like, hey, do you want to get the season pass?
Well, we're getting to the conversation of why is our government so shit and not trying to get the dollar back up.
Hey guys, Anthem is going to be free.
As soon as we graduated high school, the fucking dollar just tanked. Like, well, our money is worthless.
I have a question about that pay for cosmetics versus not paying to win. Will that include things like expansions, like increase like a level cap and get you like better pieces for your armor? Better
I assume that would go towards that.
Because like I know there's a few games like I know like when on Borderlands in the day like you could buy like the DLCs and then you get better guns and a higher level cap. But,
Yeah.
Like
Oh, you mean Fallout?
Yeah.
Fallout did that. Dragon Age did that.
Dark Souls did that.
Yeah.
Do you think it'd be a similar story with Anthem, depending on how big it gets? Big it gets. I mean, like,
Yeah, I think it might follow the route of Destiny.
Personally,
Where you get your level cap and all that, and
But-
new expansion.
but personally, I never minded those because it was like, okay, it's a $5 transaction.
Yeah.
If you really don't need, it doesn't add anything to the game. It just gives you an armor that's a bit better.
So let's talk about one of the grossest things that happened at E3, which was this incredibly awkward interview that the host at the EA E3 conference, she went to Vincent Zampella, one of the co-creators of what the Respawn Entertainment, the guys who used to work at Infinity Ward.
they made Titanfall, right?
Yeah, they've been working on Titanfall, and she kind of just goes up to him and just starts prying him for information on camera. It gave me flashbacks to that dude wearing the Assassin's Creed cosplay at the Ubisoft conference, and Aisha Tyler was like, "Oh, we should make a meme," and I'm like, but this is kind of even worse because he like during he looks like he doesn't want to even fucking talk to her, and she's just like, so we hear that you're working on something. It's like, yeah, we're hard at work at something. Is it Star Wars? It's like, yeah, I guess it's kind of Star Wars. It's like, do you have any information? I was like, it's called Jedi Fallen Order, and then they fuck off. It's like,
That's disgusting.
like fucking, and like it takes place during the Dark Times when the Jedi are being hunted by the Sith.
So after
It takes place in between
After
the
3,
prequels
before 4.
and the core.
Yeah. After
After
episode
Order
3 and
66.
before.
Yeah.
So do you guys think that'll be like around like the Force Unleashed timeline?
I think this is taking place before episode 4 and episode 3.
Okay.
Yeah. So. There's claims that it will arrive holiday 2019.
Oof. That's a
So,
long way away. Well,
yeah.
I mean, they didn't really.
It didn't even really get announced this
No.
year, so we'll probably hear an announcement next year.
I don't blame them. That was just.
Like this was such a strange fucking moment. It was just like, oh, what the fuck?
Video game journalism.
They did this to themselves. Like, fuck, man, this is weird. Now, Austin, I hear you have some thoughts on Command and Conquer.
So I kind of did a Reader's Digest notes on this yesterday. So
Let it all out.
I've always been a huge fan of real-time strategy games, and the Command and Conquer series, all their games, have all been fantastic. Like, well, not necessarily all fantastic, but all decent and really good
Pretty
games.
good.
Okay.
Pretty good
But the Command and Conquer Tiberium series, Wars series, was my favorite out of all of them. One, because it played really well. Two, their cinematic scenes, while cheesy, are beautiful. And well, up until Command & Conquer 4, it was great because you could just build as much you want, build as large armies you want, and just fucking go at it. So when I heard there was going to be a new Command & Conquer game, I got really excited because I was like, finally, I've been looking for a reason to go back to computer games and all that, and go back to real-time strategy games. And then I found out, oh, I don't have to go back to my computer. I can just go to my phone, because they made it a mobile game in a similar way to Crash Royale.
It is just Clash
Yeah.
Royale, but Command and Conquer slapped on.
Oh.
And it's just like,
And like, it's just wrong. you don't do this to one of your, I arguably think one is something EA has done amazing of. Like, you just took one of your best series and destroyed it.
Kind of goes back to what you're saying before, where like companies are like conforming to like trends
Yeah.
and going with something that like wasn't necessarily their original idea, but know it makes money, so they're gonna go to it.
Yeah, like this will obviously
Yeah.
make money because the people are like, I still want to play it,
Yeah, like
But-
everyone will try it out.
which is so
At
stupid.
least.
Because then because if you have 1 million people trying it, it's like, see, it works.
A
And
million downloads.
Yeah,
It's like-
and they can advertise that.
and also that trailer when they showed Kane,
He should never be like a.
he should
fucking
never be animated.
animated. It should always be like an FMV.
Yeah, because I'm sorry for saying this because it sounds really bad. Kane looks like he's on the mend from cancer.
Ooh.
Cause he's really skinny, like he just doesn't look right.
Also, can I add more oil to the fire by saying?
You're gonna have to go to like Rivals. Like that's what he looks like.
Like that's best Kane.
So you're saying would it be better if it was just like a JPEG of him with like
Look, there it is. I hate UA.
Like what the fuck?
ew? What? The
Dude looks like a penis.
Bad. Good. Bad.
He looks like a penis.
What did he add more inches to his neck?
Long neck. Long snack.
Snack.
Like after 4, I really did think like, okay, the series is done because they just killed. Like 4, I think was one of their killing points. But this just like they shot it 100 times, and just for safe measure, they shot it in the head.
I'm gonna go back and play Red Alert 3.
Can I ask a question?
Hmm.
Didn't EA also responsible for the Dungeon Maker mobile game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Shouldn't they have learned?
No, that's
Not
just
to.
EA.
EA doesn't
Never.
learn lessons unless it's Battlefront 2, in which case they had to learn a lesson.
Once the government gets
How-
involved.
Now EA has a reputation of being the shittiest company ever,
It's been well documented, yeah.
where they actually got the shittiest company award 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
What happened to that? Or did they get any more?
Infinite winners.
They just
every
threw
year.
money at it for the award to disappear.
Right.
What, so why are they still afloat if they're just that
Because they
shit?
still make a lot of money.
Microtransactions.
Yeah, because people
And
will
the
still buy
IPs they own, just they make money.
They print money?
They print money.
Well, you gotta think like the IPs, the studios they own besides EA, like
the
all of them.
ones that they haven't closed
Yeah.
yet.
Shit.
Like EA has so many ways to make money, so they do make money still, which sucks
You might be asking, why haven't they taken over the world yet?
because there are companies that stop them. There are smaller companies.
It's like Google's like our Black Knight, just making sure they don't get too big. They're like, oh, sorry, there's only room for one big corporation that looks over the entire world.
Actually, no. Google is owned by a different company.
Yeah,
Really?
They
Yeah.
have a parent company.
Who's their parent company?
Google.
Parent company.
Right.
Alphabet
Right. Yeah.
Corporation. So what else do they have?
Everything.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, they're a company that owns.
They're
They own the internet.
Since they own Google, they own everything
Yeah.
Except for Yahoo.
except for Yahoo.
Except for Yahoo and Bing.
Bing.
No one even wants Bing though.
So let's move on to some stuff that's more positive, like Mech America Great Again.
Mech.
Mech. That's why I said Mech.
I know.
Mech.
I'm just making a.
Mech.
Pointing
With
at real
12
hard.
Digital staying true to their promise of re-releasing Metal Wolf Chaos XD.
Also, before we dive into this, I'd like to point out, you guys can't see it, but Liam just kind of leaned forward on the chair. He was slouching before, and now he's leaning forward.
He was disengaged.
I don't
to
know
everything.
enough about this game, but it looks freaking nuts.
It's made by From Software, the makers of Dark Souls. This is their pre-Dark Souls days.
Pre Miyazaki days.
Yeah, pre-Miyazaki, yeah.
Who's an art guy?
Reggie.
For those who don't know, Metal Wolf Chaos is where you play as the President of the United States, Michael Wilson.
Who's also a mech?
No, he pilots the mech.
Ah.
Because he was a war hero during this, was it the Second Californian, revolt or something? Like, there's some bullshit, alternate history that goes on that mechs became a thing, and he pilots the Metal Wolf.
Dude, who's the guy he screams in the trailer?
He's screaming at Richard Hawke, his vice president and former war buddy, who's now betrayed him. And is a coup d'etat to take over the United States.
And this was Japan only?
This was released only in Japan with English voice acting.
What the hell?
It's great. You know what made this happen? Let's Players made this happen. In fact, the two best friends play, and their initial oh my god, that was 2010 that they played Metal Wolf on Machinima, and then they did a full LP, and it's everyone's yeah, fuck yeah, Metal Wolf.
Wait, Machinima.
Machinima. Back when they were on that, and when Machinima was
back when Machinima was still Machinima.
When it was relevant.
Wait, what the fuck is it now?
News. I don't know.
I just stopped.
I follow
You know, if you look at Machinima's YouTube page and then video order oldest to new, and then you see their first video was the Halo 3 trailer. It's how far have the mighty fallen?
I know it was maybe a Rooster Teeth, but was Red vs. Blue and stuff ever on was it Machinima?
I don't think they were on Machinima
So
because they were
Rooster
just
Teeth.
on Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
They were on Rooster Teeth, but Machinima made a documentary of Rooster Teeth.
Yes. That's how that went. I remember Spriggs. That was a good one.
And then I guess the last hoorah for the old Machinima was Happy Hour, and they had those little comics every day.
Yeah, Happy Hour was kind of the last thing.
The last I saw was a couple of years ago now, and it was the old Machinima Respawn page, and all they ever did was just gaming news. That's all they ever got out of the channel. And it was
I miss original Inside Gaming.
Yes, IGN.
Man.
But hey,
Flame War segment.
But hey.
Good.
E3.
Let's get back on E3.
Yes.
And talk about my friend Pedro.
Fuck me. This looks great.
What the hell? It's awesome looking.
This fucking game in which I assume you play as a man named Pedro.
Or is the Pedro the banana?
Or are your the narrator is the friend and you're just narrating over Pedro doing stuff.
Wait, what if?
This is second person.
No, this is even better. Pedro is the banana, and the human is the mech.
Yeah!
I'm sorry, but it's kind of great when you watch the trailer and you see him doing all these spins and all these cool tricks and all that, and then you just know when you play this game, you're not even gonna be as close.
No,
to as
I
cool
think
as that.
it's going to be very close because it seems like there's a lot of autoing.
Oh yeah,
There's a lot of autoing, and it only
that's kind of what I want from this one.
Yeah, just a
specifically.
goofy ass fucking fun game where you
I don't
just
need
go through.
skill. I just want to go in, doing some sick flips
I just
with
want
my
to shoot.
Uzis.
I just want to shoot a frying pan into the air, and while it spins, you just
shoot it.
And the thing is, the game reminds me so much of Not a Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of me says if it's auto aim you guys are saying, which would be really cool, I hope they have just a complete assload of just lots of different content, lots of original situations gotta be in, so it never gets boring. I mean, sure, there's auto aim, but you won't get tired of the shit you see.
I mean, one of them was you bouncing on a rolling barrel.
Yeah.
Or driving a motorcycle.
Or when you threw the frying pan in the air and they shot and ricochet off the
Yeah.
frying pan and hit the guys.
This game just looks really cool.
It's fun and unique, and I dig that a lot.
Speaking of really cool games,
Soul Calibur 6 got its release date.
I pre-ordered it
Also,
today.
yeah, I'm pre-ordering it probably
The
tomorrow.
collector's edition.
I'm thinking about it.
you guys need to remember, never pre-order.
Fuck it.
Why not? I pre-ordered God of War and everything was fine.
Games are getting better now, at least at launch. It's not like those days where it's like, oh, the game's half busted and not even that day one patch could fix this.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Dark Souls Remastered, there's a game-breaking bug
Oh, that's good.
Excellent.
that was in the original Dark Souls prepared to that edition.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so coming with the collector's edition of Soul Calibur 6 is a 120-page art book, a metal case with a built-in soundtrack on disc, a collector's edition box, a 12-inch collectible Sophia figure.
The waifu figure?
Yes, a waifu figure.
Yes.
And the game.
Not the game, whatever.
Fuck the
The-
game.
the stuff was
The
over
game
one.
doesn't even come with the box. It's like, what the fuck?
I haven't been excited for Soul Calibur 6 ever since they released it. I've been excited for Soul Calibur 6 even more ever since they released, hey, Geralt of Rivia from The Witcher is going to be in this.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Which is like, and when I saw Geralt's reveal trailer and just starts off with, this is why I hate portals, I'm like, yes. And then you see his moveset, and his moveset's just completely badass. I'm like, I am so excited to play as Geralt of Rivia, and probably only play as Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping to get some more announcements on characters. Maybe even some more guest characters.
I feel like that's all they have left to announce is
Yeah.
guest characters.
Who would
I
be a
mean,
guest
have
character?
they announced Raphael yet?
Yeah? No, they haven't.
No, they haven't. Okay, I still want my Raphael.
Because they've announced
We
Zazamel.
Zosna, like he was one of the early ones.
Yeah,
I think the latest ones were like Maxi. Who else? I forget. Whatever. The game looks fucking good.
Also, you know, in the age of there are some games like what was it, Dead or Alive, where they've toned back the boobage. I love that Soul Calibur 6 knows what they're about. Still,
it's like, well, can't stop it.
because like in Soul Calibur 5 when they had Ivy as a character and they had her really covered up, and apparently people were pissed off about this, so now she's right back.
No. It's like, well, remove layer.
But as much as it's like definitely the 16-year-old boy in me that's like, ooh, boobs.
Titties.
One thing I always liked about the Soul Calibur series, depending on what version you bought the game on, like what console, you got like different exclusive characters, which
Yeah.
I really enjoyed.
I think 2 had the best ones because it was like you had Link on
the GameCube.
you had Spawn on Xbox, and you had Heihachi from Tekken
Yes.
on PlayStation.
Jesus.
And then Soul Calibur 4 had just like 2 different versions where you got either Darth Vader or Yoda.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was good.
I like Yoda.
But I
more.
think you can still like get them in your games, but through DLC.
Yeah.
Either way, can't wait for Soul Cal. You know, what else I can't wait for is Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah.
Get to be a vagabond doing vagabond things in places.
Where are they?
Tsushima, the island of
Supposed to be in
Tsushima.
a period of silence there.
Side note for everyone watching this podcast that also watched yesterday's podcast, there's going to be a lot of repeated jokes in here. If you're not happy about it, who cares?
We watched through a shit ton of trailers because of me. I never watched, and I didn't.
I should have sent you that message last night, like, hey, watch all the fucking trailers.
I didn't watch any of the E3 trailers, so we sat here for 2.5 hours watching all of them. And during the Ghost of Tsushima, we were just making jokes of, where is this? Is this China, Japan, Korea, Taiwan, Africa?
Generic East Coast.
Generic, not Europe.
Beast.
You know, just to highlight what I said yesterday, this game looks beautiful.
Phenomenal.
It looks badass. And I'm starting to realize how many games are taking in that that almost I would say that like sense from Fallout.
Of like slowing it down.
Yeah, slowing it down as you aim at targets.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it? Also, I want to say that the game looks like it's exactly from like the old style anime stuff.
Yeah.
Where it's just like anime and or even live action samurai.
Like
movies.
it gives me some Kurosawa vibes, and maybe just a hint of Samurai Champloo, just without the hip hop. Sadly.
What's left though? Violence.
Exactly.
And that's all we need. That's all we need.
Knowing is half the battle. The other half is violence.
So who's looking forward to that game?
I am.
I am.
It was really cool seeing like the game engine rendering like the different wind and the leaves falling, and I'm assuming like dynamic weather patterns as well, just from like the power of the engine itself.
Yeah.
Not to mention the foreground and background content. Like I didn't notice it the first time, but after Liam mentioned that, we'll look at the background. There's shit happening in the background.
Yeah, I didn't even notice
fuck,
the
like-
Mongols in the back.
Like
No.
it's like they're coming in the back, and then like fire arrows. Okay, it's like okay. Importance of this battle. This isn't gonna be a 20-minute sequence of awkward like Wii boxing style jerky. It's like no. It's like we gotta go. We're gonna die.
Not to mention the very beginning when he's
If
like,
we fight, they win.
yeah.
They already won.
In the beginning,
No.
the beginning he's like looking.
This game is gonna be better in Japanese. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How about that Rick and Morty game? That's not actually Rick and Morty. It's just Justin Roiland be like, I'm gonna make a VR game.
I'm sorry.
That's a VR game.
Yeah, it's VR.
No, it's coming to PS4 and PSVR.
Okay.
It's
But-
VR.
But it looks good. It looks like what you expect from a Rick and Morty, like from the Rick and Morty people.
Yeah.
And and their announcement trailer is great because it looks like one of the commercials they would be watching. And like commenting.
improv commercials.
Yeah.
So the interdimensional TV.
Yeah.
Like the episodes there are just like the random shit, but it's like still the same.
Just little skits, yeah.
And I fully expect to hear Rick and Morty, both Rick and Morty's voice, and probably a few other characters in this game somewhere. I just don't know where.
Depending on what this one gets released on, I don't think they gave it like a concrete it's just on PlayStation 4 or not, but this might be one of... Okay, there's two games that might get me to buy the PS4. I'm an Xbox gamer mostly, but this game, and we're going to talk about another one later on, but honestly, I might buy PS4 for this game.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also Rick Bathtub guy.
Yeah, he
bites it
deserves to
hard.
die.
He bites it pretty hard. Also, what the fuck's wrong with this guy's eyes?
It's
He
a
has
face.
more eyes.
His eyes.
Eyes on top of eyes.
His eyes are a face each.
I like that.
Also, do you know if there's like an eye on one of his hands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that, but oh well.
Speaking of games that can make you buy a PS4.
Yes.
Death Stranding!
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
I
We
was-
still actually don't know what this game is. I think you're an Amazon delivery man.
Yes, Liam?
Yes, Liam.
The floor is yours.
I got Spurs.
that jingle, jangle, jingle.
Jangle, jangle.
Just with
Johnny Guitar.
just Kojima just aggressively mixed in.
Like they don't really show you anything really. And from everything you've seen, nothing about this game makes sense. It looks good.
I feel like this photo of Norman Reedus is just like...
I need a cold shower I need a cold shower after watching the trailer and the gameplay trailer for this game.
We need context. There's lots of cool visuals. We need
It's like
context.
there is zero context to
Exactly.
whatever the fuck we're watching.
Like, we
But
know...
at least we seen gameplay.
Mhm.
We know it's a game.
It's a game.
It's
and
happening.
What is it?
I think it'll manage to make sense of the Metal Gear series because Kojima still had the rights to Ocelot and just poured all of this into that. But once he's broke like the membrane that contained all the weird, you can't understand.
All it
shit.
takes is one blank check. And that's what Sony gave him.
They're like, just do something. Do you?
Do something. And they're... And he's like,
Okay.
Am I going to be isolated in a room?
no.
Like, I get
We're
it.
giving you this weird studio that has an all white, like, light hallway, and your fucking, like, astronaut mascot that's so, like, insanely fucking rendered and shit. We'll just have a statue in the middle of it.
And you know what? Just for fun, we're gonna give you Norman Reedus and God, what's his name?
Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen.
We'll break you out of Konami basement and give you Reedus and a manor. Go have at it.
So it's not going to be like Sakurai working environment for this
Like,
guy.
this is a hallway in Kojima Productions.
What?
Imagine, like, you're walking in and another guy, you have to confront that person you're walking by. It's like,
Well, it's just all white. It's just negative. It's like a negative.
I would go crazy by the time I got to the other side of that hallway.
That's crazy.
You ain't gonna have people
though this
sneaking
shit
in
looks
there.
pretty tight. All this stuff. Yeah, look at those boardrooms.
But man.
So
geez.
speaking of stuff that, well, maybe not.
You have to confront. Can't escape from crossing Fate Bomb. How's it feel? No Neo 2's happening.
Well, I'm glad that you're not. Well, actually, I'm a little bit saddened that you're not going to be a fucking weeb in this game. Because I'm going to be honest, the best parts of the game was the first like probably 4 or 5 cutscenes, which is just full English. Full on English was the best fucking thing. Well, I just loved every bit of it, but of course they retconned the whole sort of saying, oh yeah, now you can understand Japanese. And I wish there was more of that, but it's going to be interesting because there's a reason why your character comes back to life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, kind of, yes and no. And this time, it seems like you're going to come back to life because you're a fucking demon.
That's pretty cool.
Which-
You're the Devil Man.
Which, okay.
Now I just have to go back to my PS4, grind my character to like level 300, and play the last DLC because that last DLC is like, hey, you have to be like level 250. Shit, I'm only level 100.
Damn.
Grind the ever-living fuck out of that. And now, alright, now I can actually do the segue. Speaking of games that will make you buy a PS4, we got The Last of
Even
Us.
without sound, it's fine.
I still hear the times 2 speed banjo.
Okay, if you haven't yet, watch the Last of Us 2 gameplay trailer, and then just like do yourself a favor. Start off with like 1.25 speed, and just work your way up to two times
Every time
speed.
you finish the video, just play it over the back.
It gets faster.
Hell, even get a program that you can watch videos faster. Make it to 3.
I might just fucking edit this thing so it's like
Five.
every time like the banjo plays, it gets faster.
Every note on the banjo, it speeds up.
Taking
But
back,
1.1 times.
taking back that point though of selling, like that's what sold me the PS4. They made the Last of Us remastered thing. I'm like, well, I guess it's time. And that's what.
Speaking of the remastered, I still haven't played that game, even though I have it.
You need to change that.
You get on that.
But, this game, from the gameplay, it looks great.
It looks like Last of Us.
Yeah. And also, lesbians. Yay.
Oh yeah.
You didn't have to shove it in our face, Sony.
Yeah, they do.
Calm down.
Again, the whole allusion to, man, your first kiss, you remember your
First kill.
It's a weird dynamic.
That's a weird kind of thing to think about.
Like you guys remember that first time you had that special moment with someone, and you remember your special moment where you killed that man.
No, when you walk up behind him, embraced him, and slowly shoved the knife into their gun.
See, I was more thinking, it's like, most normal people.
Did you also think of it?
What?
Most normal people.
We begin to kiss. A tongue is plunged into my mouth, and like plunged into the mouth of another.
Like,
Oh, sweet memories.
Oh.
Youth.
most
Young
people,
love.
Most people think of fireworks most people think of like fireworks and that when they have their first kiss. Ellie thinks of death.
I mean, it's stimulating.
I mean, get your heart pumping, man.
I I remember the first thing she said to me, the first time we met.
Gurgle, gurgle.
So
You have weasels on your face.
I will never forget that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
It
Yeah,
just-
Last of Us looks fucking good.
Yeah.
And you're a death machine.
Also, I find it funny that, like... it fucking kicks, dude. I find it funny that, like... Ellie should be super loud in this. Like, she climbs on, like, a power box and the roof of a car. That shit's loud.
if you've ever tried to sneak around and you touched, instead of just poked at power boxes,
It's something we didn't touch on today, but they really made it immersive with the weapons.
Oh, yeah.
pause
Yeah.
for a second.
Liam.
Liam, okay. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Yes.
Rewind. Rewind. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, what do you see, boy?
Pause.
Yeah, she totally saw that. She totally saw Ellie sneak into the grass. Like,
Well,
she-
the NPC... Wait, the...
Wait, what?
oh, it's his van.
Oh.
Who's fan?
Is that a Plymouth Voyager?
Are you
That's what I mean.
kidding?
I know one stamp. 7 minutes, 15 seconds. Everyone listening, pause there. That's where we are.
Sweet gay platform.
Well, you know, it made it through the apocalypse and didn't rust away.
Never doubt Plymouth, I suppose.
The only thing that disintegrated with the human race
Unstoppable.
was the transmission.
Oh.
Okay.
Also, while
That's
we're on,
really
while
funny.
we're on this screenshot here, just like
As it screams past
the
the
family
Voyager.
Oh,
I can't even simulate the look of death I gave you.
oh, okay. So
No, say the very cold ones.
yeah,
That's
okay.
a big tangent.
okay.
That's a big. That's a yeah.
Okay.
You guys are
so,
playing cold ones without me? Fuck off.
Old ones.
Cold ones.
I'm
Cold
down.
ones?
Yeah.
Let me know.
All right. So, you know what else is all right? Slap people with fish.
Yes.
Do it. Go to your local supermarket, find the nearest salmon, and just fucking go ham.
Full disclaimer: Super Fun Podcast does not condone the act of violence against any human being.
As a
Any-
CEO, I say it's okay to
I would
hit
say-
people with fish.
I would say always get consent.
You know that weird like.
Always consent before slapping your partner with fish.
Just as soon, like, there's a freeze frame. It's like, I bet you're wondering why I'm in this picture. That's me.
Yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how did I get myself in this situation. Well, I'll tell you. It all started about 2 weeks ago.
Just like cue the
Listen to
music.
a podcast.
You know, like Far Cry 3, that almost meme song we had in the trailer with the gunshots.
Yeah.
But instead of gunshots, just remake the trailer with that, please.
I just want to say
We're
I
talking
was
about
an inch
Hitman
away.
2, by the way.
Oh, I know.
I was just going to say when
Just
Liam
that.
was talking about it, he was swinging his arms around, and I was like an inch away from hitting my face.
That's okay.
Just a whip.
If you guys are looking for a nice fish slapping fun, just look up the Monty Python fish slapping dance on YouTube when you get a chance. It's a good
It's
start.
pretty good. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. What are new memes do you have for us, right?
New memes? No, that's old, man. That's from the 90s, I think.
But
Monty
anyway,
Python, 90s, yeah. I think. 90s.
Does that predate my existence?
Yeah, I think it. I
It
think it's
probably
even from
does.
80s.
Was that
Uh,
Flying Circus?
That was Flying Circus. Yes.
Yeah.
but anyways,
So, anyways, Hitman 2, apparently at least one of the missions is going to be set in Miami, where you get to kill a speed racer.
which looks cool.
It looks pretty cool. And it looks Hitman as fuck, because you can dress up as whatever the hell you want. Mascot, chef, dead man, Undertaker,
Flamingo mascot.
throw potatoes at people, hit people with fish,
Flamingo mascot.
flamingo.
You can
Yeah,
throw
you
the
can-
whole mascot.
You can kill men.
So forgive me because I'm an uncultured swine over here. So is this like some sort of expansion to the game, or is this
I
like?
don't actually know.
Well, Hitman would with the new Hitman, it would get like new missions
Okay.
and stuff,
Okay.
and new like targets and even hidden targets that would sometimes show up on a week-to-week basis.
Oh, so like a community-based kind of hey, this month we have this mission rolling out, or like something like that, or is it a bit bigger?
Kind of like that, except it would be over the course of like 4 months, because these would be massive missions.
Well, I guess they'd be fully voiced,
like a big map.
Yeah.
Okay. And you could just fuck around with it a lot.
I also don't know about that because, alas, Hitman 2 is coming. It won't be episodic. And Miami is still the first locale you'll visit. As a reminder, co-op is in, by the way, of the Sniper Assassin mode, and there's a $110 gold edition with all sorts of goodies in tow.
$110 gold edition. What's that compared to Canadian dollars?
Enough.
A lot.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
And I'm already ordering the collective edition of
Soul Cal.
Soul Cal and Fallout 76, so I can afford that.
Yeah.
Goodbye, paycheck.
Yep, pretty much.
But Hitman 2,
Looks
looking forward
good.
to that.
Looks
Yeah.
good.
Looking really forward to that. And this was a thing pointed out by Chris last night, but this game Sable, that is it reminds me a lot of like Grasshopper manufacturers. You know, the guys who did like Killer 7 and all that.
Yeah.
Like art style wise, very cell shaded, and it looks fucking kick ass. No idea what the game is gonna play like though, but you seem to get to ride some sort of cool light cycle.
I have a soft spot for cell shaded games. They look really cool.
Yeah.
Excited.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, looks real cool.
I want more context, but it looks really good. Looks really good.
But who needs context?
That's the thing with a lot of these games. Like, I just need more context with this.
No, you don't. You're going to buy the game anyways.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Ubisoft. Let's just talk a little bit about that Assassin's Creed, where you play as a Spartan, or at least a Roman century. Well, no, not a Roman
No, I
century.
think it's a Spartan.
Yeah, you're
'Cause
you look like you're from Sparta.
There is a scene where you are with a Spartan flank.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks pretty good.
From what I heard, Assassin's Creed Origins was kind of like the breath of fresh air, the thing that Assassin's Creed needed. Like after kind of years of kind of meandering a little bit, even though some of the later games are actually kind of all right. Like Syndicate was good,
Black Flag.
Unity wasn't.
So
Black Flag was really good.
So kind of like almost no pun intended, almost like a renaissance of the Assassin's Creed series.
In a way, yes. Even though they already did that era.
Yeah, they literally did that era.
That was the second one they did.
Yep.
But like, I'm excited for Ubisoft to actually be putting out Assassin's Creed games that look good and are
And also taking their time with it, because last time it was like year to year.
Every
Now it's
year.
like every
believe-
2 years.
I believe at one point it was like it came out within 8 months.
Yeah, it was something crazy like that.
Was that Revelations and
Yep.
3? I think. Was
Yeah,
that one?
those were really close.
and really bad.
Well, Revelations is good, but 3 was not
Good.
But Black Flag was really good.
I could talk more about the Assassin's Creed topic, but we may as well save that for a day we have a bit more time.
Yeah, when we have more time, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
And I actually do my homework.
But one of the neat features is that Assassin's Creed Odyssey will feature 2 playable characters, Alexos and Cassandra. Not Cassandra from Assassin's Creed. From
Soul Calibur.
From Soul Calibur. Sadly.
So, are they going to have different story, or are they going to have different abilities?
I think it might be a slightly different story.
Yeah, slightly different story, but different abilities, or
Would it be like
Yeah,
a
so-
syndicate kind
Yeah,
of thing?
I was gonna say, is this gonna be more like a Syndicate kind of deal where we have like similar like meshing stories but different abilities and play styles?
Because I'd be perfectly fine with that.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
I liked how that worked.
That was fun. That was actually really fun.
Yeah.
Except Eevee was obviously the better one.
Oh, of course.
Let's be honest here. Jacob was neat, but Eevee was better.
If they made Jacob a bit more overpowered, I think he would be a lot more fun to play. But I mean, Eevee was able to do almost all the same stuff he was able to
And
do. So
better.
yeah.
It was kind of fun to take Jacob on in those like brawling missions.
Oh
And
yeah.
then leave Evie to the more sophisticated missions.
Yeah, sneaking.
so the brains and the brawn?
Yeah.
That's what
Pretty
it
much.
is
Stealth
toted
overall,
as.
yeah.
it was what it was told as is Jacob is definitely the brawn and Evie's the brains.
Brain / stealth, I guess.
So
Such
one of the
badassery.
things,
Yes.
one of the things in the gameplay walkthrough is that there's a greater emphasis on story choices. So I think we'll have a bit more RPG elements in this.
I like that.
Because
Okay.
last one you had weapons with levels and stats. I think that's going to carry over.
So branching storylines.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
That'd be kind of cool.
yeah. I think this is stuff that Assassin's Creed needs to like spruce up the cover. you
Be
know?
fresh.
Get fresh. Stay fresh.
Stay fresh.
See, but this is kind of like when we were talking about trends earlier today, right?
Yeah.
And it's like it's following some kind of trends, but at the same time, this is them following trends that work. This is them not following, say, an EA trend where it's like everything is loot box.
We got loot boxes, everything,
Money.
Bird power. We have murders of skins.
So, Rod, do you want to take this one? Star Fox coming to Starlink, Battle of Atlas.
I don't know much about the Starlink series so far. I think, well, is this the first game in the Starlink series, or is this going to be? Like I know I hadn't really heard about it too much until like this E3, but this, I really like what Nintendo did with this one when they partnered with a
Ubisoft.
company. Yeah, Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like what they did with it. Where like if you buy it on like the Switch, like the console that, let's face it, hasn't sold as much as the other ones combined.
Well, also it came out a lot later.
Yeah.
In comparison.
And
But
it's
for
also
what it's doing right now, it's selling. a lot.
yes.
They're
Like-
moving units.
And I like how they made Star Fox, and I'm assuming his team, exclusive to the Switch, which is going to be
That's a selling point.
a very big selling point for like I've already bought this game in my head. It's already in my future library.
I could use some space combat.
Me too, actually. And I've heard this is like supposedly like what No Man's Sky was supposed to be.
That's what I'm
Oh yeah, their multiplayer update
Yeah.
came out recently. So like I remember when I was buying games at EV, the fucking manager there was like, this game's a lot better now. I'm like, yeah, I heard it's better now.
I've
Still no interest. As I pick up Battlefield 1.
oh
Like you're just saying that because you have 400 copies in the back.
Yeah.
You know what's better?
This is like
Marginally, maybe. Maybe I should give it a shot, but I gave it an hour and a half when I got home. I'm like, yep,
already explored the universe.
popped out.
Back to Fan and Pain.
Yep,
yeah, I've been a fan of Bane.
literally.
No, this looks really good. Well, as with the rest of the games I think I've talked about, I want to see more context, obviously, but
Yeah.
it looks super good. And the graphics are stunning. He's modeled after a Star Fox Zero model, I believe,
I think so, yeah.
which is the same model that's in his new Smash.
Smash.
And I hope they make a sequel to Star Fox Zero, but that's a different topic. Yeah, looks really good. I'm real excited.
Yeah. And Austin, you wanted to talk about this dancing panda.
Alright, here's the thing. There's a lot of really, really stupid things that happen to open up conferences at E3.
There's also a lot of stupid things that just happened at E3.
Yeah. But and everyone was knocking this. People were knocking this shit. But at the same time,
It's just dance.
yeah, it's Just Dance. And how else are you gonna make Just Dance exciting? You make a fucking dancing panda lead a marching band through the conference, come up from the other side.
They've already done this last year.
Yeah, they do it
Yeah,
every year.
okay, yeah.
This is how they now introduce the Just Dance games. But this is how you get people excited about.
The only way we can start to up this is having a real panda that just kind of sits there.
Or
Fuck.
dangerous weapons.
Yeah.
Or
yeah. You're just shooting the ground and like, dance, fucker, dance.
Don't
And
come
if you miss, it's actual bullets.
don't come to E3 this year.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
Oh
no.
yeah!
And
I
demonetized.
think Liam wants to say something here.
Apparently, it launches on the Wii.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Where are you kidding?
Oh, will launch on Wii
U and Switch.
I love how it says WoW the Wii. No, WoW the Wii
Wow,
U.
the Wii U.
That console's over 10 years old and it's got a new game coming to it? Well, new and,
Now, to be fair, there was a game that recently came, I think last year, came out for the fucking Dreamcast. So
I mean, look, it
Yeah.
says update. It says update.
Update, Ubisoft has confirmed the game will launch on Wii, Wii U, and Switch. Wow, the Wii.
Ubisoft's just like, let's just cover every basis. Maybe he'll still have Wii's.
Well,
new
everyone
game
sells
coming,
some Wii.
Just Dance coming for your Vita.
Yes.
PSP.
Not gonna
That's
lie.
fucking wild.
Talking about the Just Dance hype there, I remember back in 2000, I think it was 2013 when Just Dance 3, I think, was announced. And he had Usher on stage doing his dance. I was so hyped for it, man. I was so excited, and I never bought it. But it was really cool.
It was really cool though.
Now let's get into the bigger conferences.
Yeah, like Bethesda.
Uh-oh.
So, first things first.
We gotta talk about the elephant, don't we?
Doom.
Oh, okay, no,
Let's
not
talk
that.
about Doom.
Doom.
Doom. The eternal mood.
Doom looks great.
Doom looks good.
Is
Doom
this-
looks fun.
Is this what?
I can't wait until I listen to the whole soundtrack while studying for my math final.
So is this gonna be sound like a broken record? Is this gonna be like an expansion type deal for?
I think it's a sequel.
It's a
Just
sequel?
Straight up sequel.
Yeah.
Where
Oh.
you go back to Earth, which has now been taken over by Hell. You're like,
yeah.
well, time to
Time
do
to
what
whoop some
Doom guy
ass.
does best and kill them all.
They're kind of like, oh shit,
Does-
he's here.
Does Duke Nukem better than Duke Nukem?
I think Doom guy does it better than Duke Nukem.
That's what I said. Yeah. Does
Yeah.
Duke Nukem better than Duke Nukem?
Like, I feel like Doom guy is more the thing. It's like, Duke Nukem's okay, but
I think Duke is lame.
I'm
I
going to be-
don't think Doom guy's the real shit.
I'm going to be honest. Duke Nukem is the snarky character, but Doom is just pure ball of rage. And I want that in a game, where you're just rage incarnated.
Yeah.
Rage and
There's
wrath.
a GIF I have of Doom guy that just kind of describes it.
Just
let me just go
pure-
find that.
The only color that you can describe it with is just pure red.
Weapons there.
Oh god, look at
Feed.
Well, while he's looking for that, there,
Yeah.
I'll just kind of rehash the same thing I said when we watched the trailer originally. I was like, "There's a one meme I saw a couple weeks ago. I mean, this is an old meme now. You guys probably think I'm a weeb, but Dark Souls is just like you're trapped in this world with a bunch of demons,
trapped in a room.
room with a bunch of demons, and then Doom, the demons are trapped in a room with you."
feed him more rage,
I like that.
more anger, more demons.
I'm going to put that into a link.
I'm gonna have the thing just go
Yeah.
up.
But yeah, this game looks great, and it just looks like I get to kill a lot of things, and I'm happy when I get to kill.
It's
a lot of things.
doing Doom again. So
With
hell yeah.
Mick Gordon.
Mick Gordon back.
Speaking of, it's back.
Wolfenstein's also back with their Young Blood,
Youngblood.
where you play as the daughters of a main character, BJ Blazkowicz, and you're in Paris during the 1980s when it's still occupied by the Nazis.
Ah,
And
Still.
also, apparently, Oktoberfest is going on.
damn.
Yeah.
Oktoberfest Paris.
So, roughly 19 years after, BJ Blazkowicz helped start the Second American Revolution in Wolfenstein 2 New Colossus. According to the description, the goal of these young gals is to find their missing dad. So yeah, gotta kill Nazis to find Daddy-o.
Who's also killing Nazis.
He's likely killing Nazis as we speak right now.
By
You're doing a good service, man.
Thank God for BJ Blazkowicz.
We salute you. I can't believe we all saluted.
Yeah.
Speaking of killing things,
How about killing the joke?
this doesn't kill the joke.
It adds to the joke,
For me-
honestly, because it's pretty good.
This is so fantastic, and the best part about this, at Alexa will actually play Skyrim.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, it's a real. This isn't a fake. This is a real thing.
It's a
No.
real
Yeah.
product.
What about the Samsung fridge at the end of this trailer? Is that
No,
like,
that's not.
That's a
No,
joke.
but
Okay.
Alexa
That's
is
coming.
real.
That's coming soon.
That's on its way.
But Alexa is real. You can play Skyrim on Alexa the exact same way. Keegan Michael Keel.
okay, I have a friend that has an Alexa. I'm going to try this.
I think it's a free download too. So.
But I love it's like, how many cheese balls do I have left? 30. You have how many ever?
300.
Eat all the cheese.
honey,
All the cheese wheels.
honey, remember what the doctor said about dairy? He's like, oh, I know.
Eat all the cheese. This is great, and and it was so much better when we found out it was actually a real thing.
It's one thing I always like about game developers, and I guess like companies in general, when they know there's a meme about a product of theirs, or they know like there's that internet thing about one of their products, and they embrace it.
Oh, you mean the Sonic, official Sonic Twitter page?
Yeah, that thing's fucking great.
Just puts a smile on my face, honestly.
Speaking of Elder Scrolls,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Elder Scrolls 6. It's on its way, but not anywhere soon.
Valenwood? Or I didn't know.
I'm thinking High Rock.
because the mountains, get it?
Yeah, with the mountains, okay.
Yeah, because they're saying this is going to be slated for the next gen consoles.
Which Xbox kind of talked that.
Yeah, they talked a bit about it. Sony didn't, but they were mostly focused on software.
I'm guessing Sony's going to
So
talk about it.
They'll talk about it next year,
Yeah.
I think.
Either next year or at their
Yeah,
actual
doesn't
Sony
Sony have one?
Experience.
When's it
is
happen?
later this year.
which I'm guessing that's.
I
when-
think that's around September, October.
I feel like that's when they'll talk. About
Did
it.
Xbox already have theirs? I know a couple years ago it was before E3, but
I'm not sure. Actually.
No, I don't think they
I
did.
think they have.
We would have talked about it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
would have.
and I think I would have seen it somewhere as well.
But
I mean, there's still Tokyo Game Show. Paris Games
Yes.
Week happened, so the next Paris Games Week, GDC, Gamescom, all that. So
Okay.
there's a lot of places that they can talk about this.
but it looks beautiful.
It's
Yes.
pretty. It's a
And-
pretty little trailer.
And I'm really hoping, that it's somewhere new. As much as I want like a Morrowind 2 or stuff like that, I want a new world.
2.5.
Yeah, I want a new world to explore. Like,
Oblivion Demastered.
get me away from Skyrim, please. I love how the last part is, I guess now that Skyrim's on Alexa and pagers, it's time for them to move on.
Yeah.
It is, guys. It is.
Nonsense. It's just sketch.
What, Skyrim was like 2011?
Yep. 11.
And we've gotten a new
And-
Skyrim game every single year since then.
Yeah.
Skyrim, the game that destroyed my high school life.
There's more truth in that than I want to admit. Oh.
Yeah.
So before we get into Fallout,
Uh-huh.
Bethesda revealed Starfield, their first original IP in 25 years.
I wouldn't really say they revealed it because they just showed a lot of space and a
They
space station.
announced that this is a thing that they're making, and it's slated to be released around the next generation of consoles.
Like, that's what I was
don't
saying.
expect us to hear much about it in the near future.
Yeah,
Okay.
like that's what I would say. That it's not really it's an announcement, but that's all it really is. You don't know anything about
Yeah,
it.
we don't know anything about this.
Man, I can't wait to clip through
Hey,
walls.
I got a question.
What?
How are they going to shoehorn in the fact that it's in the same universe as Elder Scrolls and Fallout?
You know how.
I think it's going to be. I don't want to step on any toes, but I think it's going to be probably that Nirnroot. Is going to appear on a planet or something like that.
Nirnroot and magic.
We'll have
Yes.
to buy the DLC.
No.
Creation Club. And 5
Oh,
years
no.
lore.
No.
There we go.
What
Lore
was
books,
what was that? What was that DLC for Fallout
Ebooks.
3? There was a Mothership Zeta.
Yeah, Mothership Zeta.
Space, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that doesn't
God
open
damn
up
it.
everything.
Oh fuck.
Here we go.
Also, Sovereign Guard could be like fucking anything. Like that was pretty space looking. And like the
Yeah.
level up area.
Did all the
Skyrim,
dwarves go to
you're looking into
space?
space.
Looking at the stars.
All the dwarves went to space.
Oh, now you're like trying to.
Oh
shoehorn in-
shit!
The snow elves, they mysteriously
Zings.
disappeared. Some turned into the Falmar, but
Now you're trying to shoe in fucking Bioshock Infinite.
There's
Oh my God, it's all
everything.
connected.
It's all connected.
Uh-oh.
Nothing matters.
But hey, let's quickly go on before our brains explode.
Let's talk about Fallout. So what sold you guys on this trailer? Because I was sold on the song.
Country
music,
roads, take me home.
Please take me home.
To the place.
In the ditch. Please
I
take me to the ditch. I
belong.
belong there.
West
Maybe
Virginia.
I'm gonna
Boom!
live there.
Mama.
Okay,
Nuke.
Just a
Take me
ditch.
home.
Just a ditch.
Power armor.
Okay, so
Country road.
aside from the music, the thing that really sold me is like when we had like the panning shot coming out of like the super old, like I think generation like 3, like Pip-Boy that has like pick lights and stuff in it. Like
Thinking three in the bus again. That's what I was getting. I was thinking like, oh man.
You know, for some reason, some of the visuals almost look like they've been toned down
Ah, thank
from
God.
4. Like they almost look, in a way, demastered.
I'm
Like it makes like I get a Fallout 2 vibe from like from the FNVs.
keeping in mind they wouldn't be able to do much like procedural
Procedural generated.
Yeah, because like it's gonna be a big old server with like you can, and they quoted like you'll be able to see like
Like
weather storms in the
this
distance.
scene looks straight out of like 2 or something.
Here's the thing. Here's one of the things that sold me on it. And it's such a weird thing because in the game it's gonna suck. I just want to know what the new big bad is. Like, you know how in like New Vegas, yeah, the Deathclaws were bad, but you had the Cazadors. Fallout 4, you had even beefier fucking Deathclaws. Now I want to know what the
Boys.
yeah.
The
Now
gargoyles.
I want to know what that damn thing that's flying around is.
It's a fucking gargoyle or a fucking dragon.
Well,
That uses psionic glass. I know it's a shockwave, but it's a psionic glass.
if you take a look at it, it almost looks like a bat, like a big old mutated bat,
Like a
and
gargoyle.
It's Mothman.
and that would make
Mothman.
sense with us like it's sonic attack because bats use echolocation.
Mhm.
So like.
Okay, those look like Deathclaw horns up
It
there.
does, and also has like 4 limbs as well as wings, versus bats only have wings and legs.
Yeah.
So we put
That's what I'm saying.
wings on.
Flying Deathclaws, and that's terrifying. But also, that's exciting.
I hope those are gonna be scripted in like the dragons in Skyrim, where like they could just appear wherever, whenever. So like you
Yeah.
think you could be all peaceful, nice sunny day, and all of a sudden one of these things just flies and it starts wrecking your shit.
You
Oh, so
hear,
Cazador.
you hear those drums and you're like, that's the dragon's music.
Oh, so a Cazador you mean with that? Like, they fly in out of nowhere in Vegas and it's like, ah, son of a bitch!
I still remember there's this video of like all these of those fucking crazy dudes in Fallout 4, and they're like, and he's giving you the speeches like, so are you ready to step into a new life? And a vertibird falls out of the sky and the guy dies. It's like, well, you started a new life.
What do they call those? Like the community men? No, what was the pillars of the community?
Yeah.
Or like, hey, give up all your shit for a new life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
something like
fucking
that.
hate them.
It's
But,
like, well, I don't need to start a new life. But
Well-
your head does. Because it fell off.
Shit.
But yeah, the one thing I kind of wanted in this game is to have that level cap back, so that when you do play with friends, you guys have to specialize in like certain branches. But from the trailer, I saw like multiple guys over level 50, which kind of irks me.
So who's all wearing this fucking helmet? We got one.
That one.
I like it more than the Pit Boy. I hope it's better built.
But
than the Pit
yeah,
Boy.
I was going to say.
I hope it's made of metal.
I was going to say that because of the Pit Boys fuckery that they pulled, where they knew that they were going to run out of Pit Boy, but they oversold and they said, "Yep, you guys gotta wait." To the point where they say, "Here's the 3D schematic, like a CAD schematic. Use a 3D printer." It's like, what the?
That thing was just a plastic Fisher Price bullshit.
Yeah, that too,
And only
It
for
was
iPhones.
so low quality.
and worked half of the time.
It's literally just like a dinky toy.
Okay.
But like my issue why I'm not going on this is because A, it's a different aspect of Fallout, and B, I go really big on a series once. Went really big on Smash, that's why I'm grudging about it. And I went really big on Fallout 4, and so I'm like,
You got burnt.
Yeah,
The
Fallout
duffel bag
4.
was cool too.
Fallout 4 burned a lot of people.
Yeah.
Burned to
So,
be real good.
but yeah, what I want is to have another friend to play with this and who's also a hoarder, so we can go through a dungeon together and just speed up the game by 2 times. That's what I
And
want.
then you find out the game was rigged from the start.
And they assassinate me to get all my shit.
That's why you do it before. That's why you do it to them.
Double Dragon.
But hey,
Double Dragon, man.
But hey, yeah, but it seems like it's just going to be another Fallout bullshit where at near like level 50, everyone's going to wear power armor. Like the regular bandit like raiders are going to wear power armor
I
and
kind of
one shot you with Molotovs.
hope that this game goes back to the Fallout 3 kind of power armor, not Fallout 4 where it's like a huge suit and you're in it, like Fallout 3 where
You just kind of equip it.
yeah, I like the equipping of it more than I liked. Hey, you're gonna just be in this.
What about weapon? Speaking of that, what about like weapon condition, like armor condition? You guys want to bring that back?
I kind of like that.
I
Yeah,
like that
that's
aspect
alright.
too. Yeah.
It was kind of a cool thing they made it so you had to keep up with your gear.
Mm-hmm.
But
And I'm afraid of what they're just going to bring back Fallout 4 shit. Just the Fallout 4 leveling system and shit like that.
I'm a little disappointed Obsidian wasn't working on this. Because that would have been nice.
It just means I'm making work.
I
on something
mean,
else.
yeah, they were working on
They did.
Pillars of Eternity.
But yeah, I believe Obsidian can't work on another Fallout game
Yeah.
because of that deal that Bethesda fucking threw at them, which was bullshit and rigged from the start.
Also,
You got a piece out?
yeah,
Gotta go. Alright.
we talked about everything. We already talked about everything else that we talked about. I was able to be here for the whole thing to talk about, so
Alright.
I got everything else in. Alright,
Alright. Catch you later, man.
Nice talking to you.
talking to you, bum. Alright, the rest of you guys.
And then there were 4.
Oh no.
What do you mean? There's only 3. Just gotta pull out my knife.
Oh,
whoa.
Oh wait, no, it's over there. Shit.
just.
We don't have too much left. We got Nintendo and Microsoft. What do we want to do first?
I mean, you're looking at something I can.
Can we just say bathroom break or something? I don't know.
Let's take a break. Real quick.
So yeah, we shall continue this in a moment. We will be right back.
Shit. Shit.
Updated, I mean outdated.
Uh-oh.
And by the looks of it, we are back.
Yes,
No,
we
we're
are.
not.
So, Liam, what's your thoughts on Octopath Traveler?
I said to you earlier, I know I'm probably the only one interested in this, but it's Bravely Team,
I'm interested.
Bravely Default,
I get
Bravely
it.
Second, and they're like, oh, and then they're like, hey, make it again. Octopath
again.
Traveler. Yeah, so it's just a lot of crying coming on my part.
Do tell.
Oh, happy, I assure you.
Do tell.
Well, did I make you watch Redline?
Yes.
Yeah, Sweet JP.
Yes.
First character's voice. There's that.
A word.
Pretty
Dope.
sure. Yeah, there's a lot of people involved that I like that are voicing things. It's also fully voiced, and I like a fully voiced JRPG. It makes it a lot less of a drag.
Dubs are
I have a kind of sadistic, masochistic relationship with JRPG games in that a lot of the older ones are just super dry, but I just kind of like XP grinding and just crushing bosses. So the voice acting makes things, and the visuals in this game itself make it for a lot.
Oh, it's one of the best.
There's a new demo I haven't actually downloaded yet. I played the first. This one actually will carry over though, so I need to start farming
Yes.
because I start school in almost a day.
Jesus.
Better get to farming.
Get some sleep.
That too.
You had 2 hours of sleep
Yeah.
this whole week.
No. Just today.
Was
When
it
you
4
have
hours?
such a alarm, you're not permitted.
I'm not
I
asking.
didn't ask.
What's the alarm?
We'll get there later.
But yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to Octopath Traveler. I I still need to get around to being rarely default. I gotta finish that. I gotta do it.
What was the promise again?
Evangelion?
It was Ava. You finished your half. I gotta finish my half.
Though to be fair, like, I mean, I stopped for a good hour between the last episode.
Yeah.
It's probably the only thing that's made me drink.
Damn.
I was confused. I was very confused. And then after that, I was just like, Liam.
If you ever need Ava memes, just look no further than Chris, because that is his show.
I don't even know what to address the show as.
Ava.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to Octopath Traveler. That shit looks cool.
I was hunting on it until I saw some kind of edition come out. I'm like, I pounced on it and paid 100%. I'm like, I don't like
Fight for
shit.
it.
They were like, you could pay like just a bit later. I'm like, I won't have money later. I know me. 100% now. I'll walk in, pick it up, and leave.
Amen.
Jesus Christ, man.
Crazy man.
I got like 6 games on pre-order. I'm just gonna pay them in increments over the next few months.
I just buy like one game and I just like tank it. Like Smash 4. I just made a big wad. Just chucked it. Anyways, moving
Oh,
on.
it might go up to like 8 games on pre-order.
Ouch.
Stop it!
No.
Stop!
Y'all, what do you guys think about that Overcooked 2? Overcooked 1 was really fucking fun because it was just chaotic, like make food and like I'm on this truck and I gotta get on that truck. And it's like it's going between the truck that is this wall between us. It's like shit.
It's just hectic.
I enjoy games with a shit ton of chaos where you are forced to work together.
Everything's on fire.
Everything's literally on fire, and there's chaos everywhere. I enjoy those kind of games where it's just Stress Simulator 20.
I feel like we need to play Overcooked.
I need to de-stress.
I will punch someone.
So I gotta play a virtual stress simulator to de-stress.
It's like the stress balls, except it's your controller.
Ouch. My Joy-Con are loose enough.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so Overcooked 2. I like the idea. I'm definitely not going to play that shit because I'm going to punch one of my friends.
What if we play online and you can't punch me?
I'm going to punch something else.
Okay. Well, at least it's not me.
At least it's not me.
You might hear a crash and I might yell fuck because I punched my table so hard that I just broke my computer's on the ground.
Now, back on there was actually a lot of stuff at this E3 that was cel shaded. One of them being at Nintendo's Daemon X Machina, which is a mecha shooter. What did you think, Bob? You were a little bit interested when we brought up that it was mecha.
I'm a guy who doesn't really enjoy mecha games, but holy fuck, that game looks stylish as fuck.
It's the strangest Zoe sequel I've seen. It's on the Enders. Yeah. Hey Kojima, can we get a Zoe 3? I don't
No.
like that very much.
No.
Please?
No.
Please?
No, what is it? Copyright on IP bullshit.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Pachinko.
Oh.
Chico's.
Just call it Zone of the Starters. Area of the Starters. Yeah.
Map of the starters. Map of the beginning.
Yeah. There we go. Grid of the beginning. Ooh, that's actually not bad.
Grid.
Hey, that's pretty good.
The grid.
The grid.
Digital Frontier.
That's a good song. The Grid.
The grid.
The Grid. Yeah. Super Mario Party.
It's
Which you get to play as everyone. What's it?
Speculatively, yeah.
What I like though is because like I understand they probably could do download play, but they're like, nah, people will buy the game. But it's nice because at least with this group of people, there's a lot of people here who now have a Switch.
Yeah.
So we all have the game. It's like, I wonder how big we can make these combination Switch things.
Just fucking
How
massive.
convoluted do this get? It looks pretty easy to link. You just line them up and then you just swipe your finger across where they are, and they just detects it.
It's
Oh
probably
god,
like a system
imagine
link.
Yeah.
imagine
Oh,
an
absolutely.
8-player mode.
8-player party.
4 switches. 8 players.
Nah, man. 8
One
switches.
winner.
1 winner.
16 players.
1 winner. 15 losers.
Last night, actually, Tanner said something interesting that I also agree with, and he kind of wants the Mario parties and the Mario Karts to more or less become the Smash Party, Smash Kart, and we get everyone in there,
Yeah.
Okay.
and that would be neat.
I at first when I first saw, like, way back when for the Wii cart, when I plopped Link in there, I was like, it's kind of weird, but it's like it's all Nintendo, and they merged it well. I'm like, you know what? Why don't they just do it with everything? And then Mercedes comes in out of nowhere. I don't know what the fuck.
You just get
Good luck with the Mercedes guys.
And of course, Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Bayonetta.
Drift
At the
Event
same
DLA.
DLC. Same DLC, that's how they sell it. That's Bayonetta as a car babe.
But yeah, all I hope is that it's as hard as previous Mario parties of yesteryear. That's all I ask for is a little bit of a challenge.
You mean how you can break up with your friends?
Yeah, I want friendships to be destroyed.
It's gonna be good.
Speaking of destroying things, like people,
Uh-oh.
Fire Emblem, Three Houses, which is the first Fire Emblem on a console since Radiant Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, it was Radiant Dawn because Path of Radiance was on GameCube and Radiant Dawn was on Wii.
This will now feature and sell it at half the price of Radiant Dawn right now. Probably.
Yeah, it likely will. Oh my god, why? I could have bought Radiant Dawn new when I was young, but I didn't. I could have sold that for quite a bit of money now.
How much does it run for these days?
It's like,
I'll ask my buddy. He has a sealed copy, he has a special edition thing, and he has the Japanese soundtrack edition thing, also sealed.
What?
He's got, you know how I throw cash at series?
Mm-hmm.
He does that for just GameCube stuff.
Is it the guy I'm thinking of right now?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. I've met said friend.
Madman.
Yes.
brand new lowest price, $100.
Or you
on
could
eBay.
say $99.95.
Plus 25-26 additional costs.
Is that, and this is eBay.com.
Yeah, that's American.
C80.
So this might as well be $250 because screw our dollar.
Fuck her.
Damn.
So brand new it is actually $250, $20. So yeah, $250 Canadian basically.
But look, you can auction for pre-owned one at $46.
With
No case.
no case.
No case, you don't get shit.
Looks like it's a good
Yeah,
condition.
picture.
It's just a stock. I think it's just a stock cover
Yeah.
art.
At what point do you just take a ROM?
I believe my friend who's really into Fire Emblem actually did the ROM. Like, he just gets all the ROMs.
I mean,
He-
that's the point, yeah.
He buys the game as well, and he only takes the ROM of the games that he...
I have to check the eShop again and see what's all on there. It's been a while since I looked. Because I want to pick up some of the old like Fire Emblems on my 2DS. Yeah. But it looks like Waifu Warfighter is going to be looking pretty good.
I mean,
Can't wait for it.
it looks different for the fact that you have formations, you
Yeah.
have actual armies, so
It's a platoon of people.
Yes.
Yeah, you get to... It's full-on grid warfare.
And they showed something like selecting multiple characters attacking one guy. Is that-
Yeah, something like that.
It's like, what the fuck?
It looks pretty cool.
And the cloth physics.
Oh, and the waifus.
That's one of them, you know, that's like secondary, but cloth
This is
physics.
cloth. Finally, our main event of at least Nintendo was Smash.
The entirety of it.
The entirety of it. We didn't get any news on a Metroid Prime.
Hardly dick all for Pokemon.
I still feel bad for that one lady.
Yeah.
Like she was so upset.
We were watching, the three of us at least, like myself, Liam, and Ryan, we were all kind of watching at our buddy's house the live stream for Nintendo. We organized it like a week in advance. And It was on
It was on
the
Twitch.
official Twitch live stream of the event,
Yeah.
right? And there was a girl who was really like excited about the Pokemon information that they were like told was going to come out like the day before or something like that. And she was all hyped and she posted on like her Instagram and like Snapchat. She's like,
and
"Hey,
all that.
guess what? So hyped for Pokemon," and then just her face of defeat after the event.
Oops, all Smash.
Oops. Oh, like, just feel bad.
Legitimately felt bad about that. So
Yeah.
I think we all ended up like tweeting at her or
Mhm.
messaging her via our various social medias. It was like, hey, well, there's gonna be more news. These games aren't coming out, so there's gotta be more news coming. Just keep your chin up. But Smash. One of the things I have to say about like the initial announcement video is that most of that stuff probably could have just been talked about in the treehouse.
Absolutely.
Like you could have cut 15 minutes or so out and just put that on the treehouse.
Yeah, like all the stuff they talk about, like
The
individual,
little stuff like
individual fighters and stuff. Like, hey, we're making this change to this person, we're making that change to that
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
They didn't have to put that in the announcement.
in the announcement video. I think some of the stuff they definitely could have kept like to the videos of being like, hey, we're not calling them clones anymore. These are Echo Fighters, and we're going to introduce a new Echo Fighter, which you got these two here. They fucking
Okay, so
we witnessed it firsthand. Go for it. Lynn.
So, I mean, knowing Ryan for a long time, I've had the privilege of seeing how animated he can get. But I saw a new face, and it's like he doesn't have a kid, but like he looked like the look he gave. He just saw it, and he looked at us. He looked back at the screen, and it was like he was looking at his baby daughter for the first time. Like there was a level of profound joy that you couldn't describe.
like it would like Daisy being announced was such a genuine surprise because I've never asked for her. I think she's in a fine spot. I wish she was in more mainline Mario stuff. Like that would be neat. Just acknowledge it a little bit more. But she's at least not like thrown to the wayside. And
Luigi.
Or she isn't just turned into an assist trophy.
yeah.
Luigi.
Luigi.
And now this trophy's gonna be KO'd.
just gets punted off screen. Goodbye.
So many people are still upset about fucking Waluigi not making it in. Like, everyone's in, but what about Waluigi? He was never in. He was never invited.
I feel like what they could have done though, instead of being like, hey, it went back. It's like all they had to do was simply just like, hey, there's the letter thing they did with 4. It's like, oh,
Here's your letter from the Smash God organization. Also, he's probably just Master Hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all that means. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
It's a good meme. But overall, I guess I was just a little bit wrong that this is more like 4.5,
it is.
but like super 4.5.
You might even say 4.6.
Yeah.
I don't want to venture this area, but it is looking more like a port than people give credit for. I mean, sure, it's got a different name. Sure, it's got like all the previous characters, but at the end of the day, it is the same engine as the 4th game.
Well, it's the same engine as like Brawl.
Brawl
even.
was
yeah.
the-
Let's be honest.
Brawl onwards, I think was
Yeah.
the same question mark.
Yeah, like Brawl revamped it from when.
And then 4 revamped it from Brawl,
Yeah.
but they use the same, starting
It's the
spot.
same like thing. Well, I think there's enough significant changes that this feels like a new game, at least.
And keep,
Or at least Smash 4 with a very fresh coat of paint.
yes.
It's nice because it has some things. For example, bring back the whole directional dodges
Yeah.
thing from Melee.
That's something I didn't even realize was
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, like what I think what helps with this, with having a bunch of the technical aspects, you look at the main screen and it's very simplistic, so people who want to hop on, they can. You want to get complex because you want to host tournaments, you want to have, you want to appease the Melee players, the Brawl players, whatever else. There's a little bit for everyone, I feel, in there.
Also, this can finally put the death nail in
For Melee.
in Melee, at least at EVO. Because I think Joey Cooler announced the other day, is like, with this announcement of Smash Ultimate, we can't have 3 Smash games. If anything, we could at least have Smash Ultimate and maybe Smash 4. But even then, that's kind of pushing it. So they may just... Like, Melee still brings in numbers, but it's been on a decline over the last couple of years. So I think... like, if EVO does it, then some other events will start to follow where it's not main stage, but side tourneys.
It's growing.
Yeah.
It's the new version.
And it's time to move on from Melee. The thing's a busted piece of junk.
Yeah, not to mention the community is very
Yeah, it could be better.
they're very I don't want to talk bad to other gamers like this, but they are very up-nosed people. If you're not on their level, you aren't on a level.
Yeah. It's like, I want to play the game. The
Hey
new
man,
game.
I can play garbage game better than you can play garbage game. That's right, you cower. Stop. Your controller is fixed. Oh no.
Oh no.
Leaves. But one thing I don't like, and I said it earlier, it's mostly comedic, but like, come on, man. Snake. What? You take the smokes out of there or what? Like, it's just the flavor.
Where's the ass?
Where's the
Where
ass?
is it?
There's the sass. We know that.
Where's
the ass?
Where is
Snake lost his ass so we could have lesbian murder parties.
it? Oof.
But lesbians are murdering evil people.
Damn.
And also gay people in Assassin's Creed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a good sacrifice.
I always get nice enjoyment from people that are in like the early mid-20s arguing about a game that's designed for like teenagers in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
That just gives me enjoyment because they get like heated and sweaty and they rage quit on everything and it's just like, man, relax. It's literally a game to make you feel better, not piss you off.
There's too much stress. There's not enough stress in the real world. I will create artificial stress.
No
Yeah,
kidding.
it's the kind of people that like take CinemaSins as fact.
Oof. Yeah.
I was just going to say people.
There's a video you can watch. It's called "Why CinemaSins is Terrible." It's like 30 minutes and it's super worth watching.
I was just going to
They're
say,
not reviewers. They're marketers. They worked at an internet marketing place
Yeah.
beforehand. It's like fuck you people. But yeah, Smash looks good. I can't wait. I already have the pre-order.
Haven't pre-ordered yet.
I'm waiting for the controllers, and then I'm gonna look at what I have, and I'm gonna be like, what degree of throwage?
How much throw?
I'm actually curious to see what they'll do for GameCube controller adapter on the go if they do it like to like a USB Type C.
Same way.
So plug it
Yeah,
into the
probably
bottom of
same
your
way.
plug it into the bottom of your Switch or something.
Yeah.
Because
It's probably-
like you won't always have your dock with you. Right?
though, if you don't have your dock, you're probably using a pro controller.
Yeah. Yeah.
The GameCube controllers for the dedicated, we play with wire only docked, right?
I guess.
Because I mean, if you're dedicated enough to have a controller, you're probably not going to be wanting to be sharing it with one or more people on a screen that's
Ooh,
the
yeah,
size
I
of
didn't
like
think
a
about
bigger smartphone. But really,
Alright. Let's finish this off, boys. We got Microsoft left. So, Bomb, what do you think of Shadow's Dead Twice?
I mean, for the fact that it's made by FromSoft, and if you are really into Dark Souls, there's a lot of memes about the game where it's just using the same engine, the same animations, the same, effects, sound, whatnot. But yeah, I would say it's more Ninja Gaiden instead of Dark Souls, or should I say Samurai Bloodborne? But I don't know actually. It's really different. Well, not really different, but it's different from Dark Souls or Bloodborne. So there's that, and I believe Miyazaki worked on this game as well. And yeah, that door opening animation that is from Dark Souls 1, 2, Dark Souls 1 and 3, and even Bloodborne, I believe.
You get a hook.
Yeah, you got a hook. You can actually jump around which is interesting. But yeah, I think this is more
Yeah, this does have a bit more of a Ninja Gaiden feel.
Ninja
almost.
Gaiden, and people are saying that it looks like Neo because, well, yeah, because Neo is pretty much Ninja Gaiden. But just without, I hope it's without stamina bar because, like I said, I'm kind of burnt out of Dark Souls-like games.
Souls likes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Souls-like games because sometimes I just kind of want to play a game where I feel like a badass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get
I think
that.
just segue back to that banana shooter.
Yeah, that would have been. Damn.
Yeah, I sometimes just want
I
to
can't
feel
wait for that
badass. Like that's why I play stuff like Path of Exile or like Diablo, because you know
You just mow through everything.
mow through enemies.
Like
you get.
Doom.
I haven't played Doom because my systems suck. My
Oh.
gaming system sucks,
Yeah.
but yeah. And kind of like, and that's one of the reasons why I play Killing Floor because there's a shit ton of hordes there, and just one shot for my shotgun blast, everything just dies in front of me. So yeah, I may pick it up later.
Yeah. Well, if you do want to feel like a badass, look no further than Crackdown, though.
Okay, here's the game.
Terry Crews and in his element.
No kidding.
It's like they took his character from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and was like, well, we gave you a super suit. Made you like
I
judge.
hope they talk about yogurt.
Oh my god, I hope so.
Scary
Get this
Terry.
over with! I got the farmer's market closes in 5 minutes!
You don't want to see Scary Terry.
Scary Terry.
Crackdown looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Just even more like Ty pointed this out last night. It's like a Saints Row at this point.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Very Saints Row like.
Like Saints Row 4?
Yeah, it's 3 to 4, you know. It's a lot wacky, colorful, zany, all sorts of enemy
I
types.
just feel like a general badass, really.
Yeah. Still being cooler than Johnny Gat.
Because if we go back to the Dark Souls talk bullshit, Dark Souls only got popular because it was during the time when it was all the "you are the hero, you're a one-man army" kind of era where it's
Yeah.
just Call of Duty, Call of Duty, Call of Duty. Then Dark Souls came out saying, "I'm not here to hold your hand." Then Dark Souls got super popular because of the sudden 180
Get good.
Yeah.
they get good mentality. Then it just became Dark Souls, Dark Souls, Dark Souls, Dark Souls. It's time to go back to the, you know what, maybe you are the one-man army this time.
You see, I enjoyed like at least some of the videos that were coming out from Dark Souls, like the Iron Pineapples, the
Well,
The Wall by Oni Afro.
Oni Afro,
The, oh god.
Happy Souls. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, Happy Souls. Yeah. And just some people really got into the PvP of Dark Souls shit. Like, I posted a lot of Bloodborne shit, and Liam, you enjoyed that shit, from what I remember.
which
Me posting my Bloodborne PvP.
Yeah, that shit was always good.
it's me at 1 a.m. every night is like now I am for RCR's videos on Monday.
I like.
Oh, I worked. I go to school that day. Oh no.
I'll tell you all about it.
I like what Bob was going on about there about like games that kind of made you like feel like a badass and like they're telling you, hey, get good. Well, another one of the games that really capitalized on that like get good mentality was like a throwback to like those like old shooters from like the 90s, like Japanese shooters, Cuphead.
Oh yeah.
And with the DLC coming out, right? Like the DLC, the delicious last course.
The delicious last course.
Oh, that looks.
DLC.
It looks very hype. I'm very.
And also getting to play as Miss Chalice.
Yes.
That's fun. I like that.
I like the way they did it. They had like the two main characters and like, hey, what if you want to choose someone else?
Third option.
Yeah.
And you're going to get more upgrade,
Mhm.
more stuff, new enemies. And I think a whole new island.
Yeah.
Too.
New island, new. I want to call them raid bosses, not raid bosses. New bosses, and new upgrades, like you said.
And Chef Saltbaker.
Yes. Looks really good. I
Yeah.
am very impressed with it. I suck badly at the original
I'm also
game.
terrible. I still haven't finished the game because the flower. The flower kicks my ass.
You know what? I've never played Cuphead before.
It's quite good.
It's really fun.
I know that people are saying it's really good, but it's just
It doesn't hold your hand.
yeah.
It's just like, hey, like, yeah, it may look like a simple, fun game, but
And the art style is just so good. It's just
it's very like, I want to say early North American cartoon.
Yeah, that's what they were going for.
They
Like the
made these
1930s,
Yeah,
Yes.
Disney, Acme stuff,
and a lot of jazz.
A lot of jazz.
And just like that
Freeform jazz.
that humor that they had back then, where everything was like, well, I won't call everything was a joke, but like everything was like sentient. And
Everything
yeah.
was so lively.
Yes.
They all have so much emotions.
not to mention, I really like their grayscale color palette they use in the game. It's very nicely done.
Yeah. Now for something a lot less colorful. But you're.
But,
No, I'm not making that joke. I'm stopping myself right there. There was a bad joke I could have made.
What's the joke?
Nope.
Uh-oh.
I actually don't know what the joke is.
Uh-oh.
Tell me off
Uh-oh.
camera, I guess.
Lara Croft is. She's back and in the shadow of the tomb.
Looking badass as ever.
Raider. Yeah, fighting jaguars.
You might say this is another power fantasy.
Yes.
Now, I want you guys to kind of enlighten me here. I didn't play the second reboot of the second game of this reboot.
Horribly.
Is she still the bad luck magnet that she is in the first game?
Kinda.
Kind of. Okay, because I remember in the first game.
The first game, she's the most unlucky person in the universe.
Like you just gotta play the first mission, and just everything bad that could possibly happens to this poor chick who just like gets thrown off a boat. Like,
I
anyway.
just want to help my friend.
But now she has to murder the whole
I
continent.
have to kill everyone. And then she kills man, like almost like vomits and cries and stuff. And then kills like 500, actually no, it's like 15 other dudes like immediately after.
Oh, looks so good. I'm glad to see.
No, this game looks really good.
I'm glad to see the Tomb Raider series actually gonna be able to tomb raid some stuff.
Raid some tombs. The second game had a lot more.
Yes. Yeah,
Tombs.
I know. Like, I'm not bashing the first game. I love the first game.
Yeah,
I
first
got
game's
the. Was it special edition that came with a little comic?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool. Like, I really enjoyed that that aesthetic because they were like, hey, we need more backstory. We didn't give any backstory at the beginning of the game. Here's a comic to telling you why she's doing this. But yeah, well, it looks really cool. The graphics are stunning as always. I'm assuming it's gonna be running in possible 4K format.
I think so, yeah.
Awesome.
Rendered in 4K or something.
In 4K.
4K. The game looks pretty good.
Yes. The climbing mechanics look amazing.
So, Kingdom Hearts.
I guess
Thoughts?
I guess I'm the next Kingdom Hearts guy next to Vidal.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
Fuck, I'm sorry.
I don't know fucking shit all.
I kind of want to open up the floor to Liam a bit because he watched the trailer enough times.
It's
the reason why she's freaking out at that part is because, well,
Isn't she
Yeah.
like a vessel or something? Of
no,
Zamaha?
she's trapped in the Shadow Realm.
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry. I am disconnected from that community. When
And
you're
I
Shadow Realm, I'm thinking
No,
of a
no.
different fan base.
No,
involved.
No, I think
children
that's what
playing.
he meant.
That's what I'm going for.
Okay.
I'm trying to make it into a joke,
Oof.
and
I
I'm
know.
pretty sure someone's going to find me and stab me in the back for saying that.
So what you're saying is Yami's in this game,
Yes.
Okay, I suddenly understand the importance.
and the
But-
millennial artifacts are in this.
Well, she's a character from Birth
That
by
Goofy's
Sleep.
got.
Well, actually, there's
Isn't there multiple characters from Birth by Sleep?
three main characters from Birth by Sleep that you play as. First one is Aqua. She's the girl at the end. The second one is Terra, who is one of the main bad guys, and and Ventus, or Ven, who is connected to Sora because of bullshit.
Okay, how many clones does Sora have? Because he's got himself, Roxas.
Shion,
Shion.
Ventus.
There's like
Vanitas.
there's like a flow chart I saw of this, and I was like,
so
what the fuck does
here's the
any
thing.
of this mean?
Ventus and Vanitas, Vanitas is the heartless of Ventus. Ventus is somehow connected to Sora because he gave something to Sora or some shit. A piece of his heart to Sora. Yes, I'm sorry. And
Now, tell me, where does that like Nokia flip phone game fit into all of this?
I don't know. That's like Kingdom Hearts 1, isn't it? But I don't know. Let's see. Why Sora is connected to who was it? Shion and what's the other guy name? I don't fucking care anymore. Roxas, yeah. Here's the thing, Roxas is the heartless of Sora.
Does everyone have a heartless?
Yes. Well, technically.
God damn it, Bum! Give me a yes or no answer.
From what I can understand, it's just that when you, if I have to go use Dark Souls terms, everyone's an undead, but not all undead are hollow, but all hollows were once undead kind of bullshit. Where you're a normal person until something happens, then you create a heartless. And whatever. And for some reason, Sora, mainly because of Ventus, has 2 heartless or some shit. Which is Roxas and Shion, but it might it might be 2 heartless, or Shion is a copy of Roxas.
This is what I'm saying is like, for me, it's like I have someone close to me who's very passionate about this, and she said to me, I know you, it's an all or nothing thing. I feel it's like if you started with it, you're stuck.
I'm pretty sure if any actual Kingdom Hearts fan listens to this, once again, double backstab.
So if I played 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8, am I good?
I believe so. I haven't played 1 or 2.
I'm just gonna read the wiki.
I started from.
That's also. I know there's videos explaining.
There
this.
has to be.
Like this.
This is one of those like.
If there's motherfuckers out there being like, all right, here's how Nier fits into all this Drakengard bullshit, then I guess there ought to be something on Kingdom Hearts. Here's where the fucking play for Nier Automata that is canon fits into the timeline. Like, fuck Yoko Taro.
I mean, Yoko Taro, he's kind of like a crazy ass maniac, but you know.
At least he's honest.
He's honest. He's true to his word and his heart. Yeah, so I don't know why Mickey exists. Apparently he's a high-ranking Keyblade Master or some shit. And
every time I see him in these like games, he looks like he's getting fucked up.
yeah.
So how high-ranking really is he?
Is he a no
He
touch?
seems kind of a scrub.
No touch bastard.
And here's the thing that confuses me is that one of the characters, the girl with the twin antenna hair bullshit, the
Yeah.
blonde chick, she's supposed to be dead in Kingdom Hearts 2. And a friend of mine explained to me that if a Heartless dies, apparently you get revived. Like, if your original body and the Heartless dies, then you come back alive or some shit like that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't delved that far into it.
So when we do this eventual Let's Play,
Are you going to force me to play it? Because there's going to be a lot of grinding then.
I'll help with that.
No, I enjoy the grinding because
Me too. That's raised on it.
don't worry, we'll cut the grinding.
I'm going to...
Hey, we're over leveled now.
Hey,
Thumbs up.
Leave it over there to the basement for
Birth
24
by
hours.
Sleep.
Alright, and we're back, and they're 10 levels higher. Let's go.
Let's move.
Birth by Sleep is going to be a bitch if we are going for the 100% because I have 99.9% that game. I can't get the final 0.1.
What?
In Birth by Sleep.
How?
And
Is
to
it-
do that, why I'm doing that is because you get the full story.
Fuck.
There's the 3 playable characters who interweave but there's a 1.5 where basically it explains what happened after, like, it basically ends on a cliffhanger, but the 1.5 explains what happens. And you need to get like 90, or you need to collect all these collectibles to get it, and you get another one where you play as Mickey or some shit if you have 100% of the game.
What the fuck? This is so fucked up.
That's Birth by Sleep. Recoded, I'm not touching that shit. Dream Drop Distance was a big cock tease because you really didn't learn anything new except for, spoilers alert, one of them, nobody's become a Keyblade master, which is kind of obvious.
Alright, I think we gotta move on.
And yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we were supposed to talk about 3, which I seriously don't give a shit at the moment.
Oh, you will still play.
I will still play. I will get 1.5, 2.5, 2.8, and 3 when it comes out.
I believe the PS4 Pro Special Edition that they're releasing with Kingdom Hearts 3, that also comes with the game, that's designed after Kingdom Hearts 3, will come with those games like pre-installed.
Sweet.
That's pretty good. Metro Exodus.
Yeah.
Fall to Metro Last Light, which I still think that's one of my all-time favorite trailers because that really set the fucking tone
Where
of
it's
this
a
like doomed world.
crazy communist bullshit. But
I like that aesthetic. Or like that aesthetic, like this fallen collapse, like
It's like, hey, yeah, there's us that's left. There's those that want to change the world, and those that are just scared of you because everyone else
The
gets
surface world is so fucked up. The surface world is Fallout, but worse.
Well,
What if everything had the strength of Death Claws?
the teaser that they showed last year confused me even more.
Yeah, because it was like a super bear,
super
basically.
bear, but at the same time, it confused the shit out of me because the guy was wearing the gas mask underground, while above he just took it off. And in this trailer,
It may have been not radiation, but like a toxic
Yeah.
gas in.
A toxin.
so
Yeah.
So does that mean enough time has passed where the radiation has been cleared?
Like this could have been set like 100 years after.
Yeah, and in same thing, parts of the trailer I saw him wearing the masks above ground. So I'm just thinking, is there like pockets of radiation then?
Probably.
And-
yeah, there'll be hot zones.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
And another thing is that, the trailer irked me because he was using an automatic rifle. I was like, no, you're not supposed to do that. Bullets are expensive. They're literal money.
Oof.
It's Left 4 Death right now. Yeah.
So I'm kind of confused how they're going to do it because the first 2 games is like you have to be careful with your shots.
I'm definitely looking forward to this because Metro is kind of like the spiritual successor to Stalker.
Oh yes.
Because they're both very Russian,
They're
very Slavic games.
both very
And hell, Stalker, like there is talk of Stalker coming back. So if we get like a couple years of Metro, and then a couple years later
Not to
Stalker,
mention,
and then
both of that psychological, spiritual fuckery that they throw at you. I think I stopped playing Stalker because it actually scared the living shit out of me.
Yeah,
Nope.
Stalker's legit scary.
Like, the game is janky as fuck. And if you see that scary thing by itself, it's like, oh, that's funny, but until you actually play, it's like, fuck no.
No juju. Bad juju.
And also, fuck those fucking running, sprinting, grenade throwing zombies.
Oh, they were
Ridiculous
bitch.
zombies. They fucking scare me.
I hope you can like customize the train, like add weapons to it.
Oh
I
god.
want a cannon.
It's open world, so you can. Oh, could you have it so that NPCs manually aim the cannons? You're just driving by.
You're just running by and the NPC like shoots an enemy that's in front of you, killing you instantly.
And another
Oops.
thing, maybe you could actually upgrade the train so they actually could go through stuff, like ram into
Yeah.
things and just.
Yeah, it's got the cow catcher in the front.
Yeah.
Hit those like zombie cows. Yeah.
Blood everywhere.
So I'm intrigued.
I've got that game on pre-order too. I just went in one day. I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna put $10 down on a bunch of games." I was like, "Okay, do you want this list of games I had no interest in pre-ordering?" I was like, "No, Metro, Pokemon, Smash."
What's the other 5?
I've got Ace Combat 7 on pre-order. I've got Red Dead 2 on pre-order,
Oh,
which
yeah, Red
didn't
Dead.
appear at all at E3.
Oh yeah, that is.
That's actually kind of surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Rockstar works on Rockstar's time. They know everyone else bounced at the end of the year because it's like it's a Rockstar year. It's our year. We own it. The only ones who didn't were Nintendo because they don't work on Rockstar time because they're big enough that they can get away with whatever the fuck they want. Stick with Microsoft though. Not Skate 4. It's not Skate 4.
Skate 4.
But it is Session.
Man, I remember watching the trailer for it like on the stream, and I saw the guy doing his skateboarding stuff, and I saw the wicked ass camera angles of sweeping like you're actually like riding next to him. I'm like, Skate 4, Skate 4, Skate 4, Skate 4.
But that would have been at like EA's.
Yeah.
E3.
Which is kind of ticking me off. I'm like, this isn't EA's press conference. What's
Mm-hmm.
going on? But no, it actually looks pretty good.
It's real neat.
I really want to see who worked on it, like what game studio it was. I don't think I caught who it was in the trailer. I'm sure Ryan will pull it up and find out now. And I kind of want to know what kind of game engine it's going to be working on. If it's going to be like a Tony Hawk skater, where it's a button masher, or if it's going to be like
Creature.
okay, all right, there we
What
go.
did they work on?
Let's stylize as. Oh, they must be a new studio because they don't have any sort of history here.
Damn, this sounds very familiar though.
Session was conceived in 2015 as Project Session. Then, in between the years of fall, many fans and outlets discussed the major need of a new skateboarding game.
So they.
So this is
This is
made
their-
in the outcry of where's skateboarding?
Yes, that's what I like to hear.
We want more skater boys.
We don't want no more see you later, boys.
I have so many pleasant and very fond memories of myself playing Skate 3 with a bunch of the guys I went to high school with, and it's actually what we kind of bonded over. And we've been like following like the hype for Skate 4 ever since. And then like when who made Skate 3? Who was that? Was that EA?
Yeah, that was an EA.
So,
it might have been in-house.
When they mentioned that they were working on like a BMX game, we kind of like lost our shit. I was like, what? Because we were all kind of like into the BMX scene at the time. But I don't know. There's always been an empty spot in my heart for like a true successor to Skate 3.
Like, I grew up playing those Tony Hawk games
Mhm.
because fucking American Wasteland is one of the greatest games ever made. I will stand by that.
I grew up
I'll
on
die on that fucking hill.
I grew up on Proving Ground actually. That was the first Tony Hawk game I was introduced to.
Really?
Yeah.
Late to the game a little bit.
I didn't have a PS2 until I was about 14.
I didn't even have a PS2.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Session looks cool.
Yeah.
Even if it's like more in the vein of like a more realistic skating game, like, you know what, I'll still take that as long as I can do fun tricks and customize my deck and all that.
Yes.
And like I said,
Like
like I
the
said,
Hall of
if,
Meat.
Hall of Meat, yes.
if you guys really want to fulfill the itch just a tiny bit, but not too much, try a game called Ollie Ollie or Ollie Ollie 2. It's a 2D game. I think it's by Devolver Digital.
Oh.
And it's super hardcore point-based 2D skating thing.
Okay, yeah.
So you have an arena course, and you start at the beginning, and once you get to the end, you are supposed to fulfill X amount of things. So try. Is it?
OLIE, I think. Ollie Ollie. OLIE, OLIE.
Yeah. Try. Fuck. Yep.
Oh,
there we
there
go. OLLI.
Ollie Ollie.
Oli.
Uli
Yeah.
Uli.
Yeah, I got that as a free game for PSN thing. I've been playing that for like a few hours. I'm like, god damn, I can't beat this game. But yeah, it's super satisfying once you get all the combos down.
So speaking of nostalgia trips here,
Yes.
this game that we're about to mention
Tunic.
looks like a callback to like
Link to the Past.
yeah,
Zelda.
we'll call it like a callback to like childhood, but I mean like they made like new generation games for the DS, but it's called Tunic.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like what the classic Zelda games did.
I
Where,
mean,
like, you have
he's also wearing a green tunic.
Yeah.
picking up-
the influence is pretty
For
obvious.
what I see in it, I see a lot of his inspiration with the kind of exploring the concept of making games in adventure games.
And this is also being developed by one guy.
One guy?
Really?
One guy is making this game.
no way.
And that's why it doesn't have a release date or anything. They're just like, take your fucking time.
We want this
So-
to be the best thing ever.
So
So,
is
please.
this boy gonna be the new Sakurai?
Maybe.
I mean, like I said, I really want to hate this game, but it's just so cute and so lively that I can't. Colorful, lively, just
I also like that the art style is a lot more simple.
yeah.
Yes.
Like, it's not trying to do too much to stand out. It's standing out by doing less. Almost. Less is more in this case.
Talking about the trailer and like the art style, like Ryan was saying at the very end there, he kind of goes up and meets that weird shadowy figure.
I'm just gonna call him Anubis.
and
It looks
yeah.
Looks like a hound.
And just opens up like a death portal and says,
Just
"Oh
like,
man,
just
that's
like
not cute."
corrupts the actual universe this is in, and just opens up this weird, almost like black hole-esque thing with edges.
Yeah.
Is
It
this
looks
the
really
final
good.
boss of the subspace emissary?
It must be.
Taboo? Taboo? Ah, smash. I wish. Here we go. Anyway, Tunic looks
Tunic
really
for
good.
Smash.
Very excited. It'll be one of my pre-orders, honestly.
I'm looking forward to that.
once I get-
once it gets a release date. So,
Or even like a true like reveal.
Yeah.
Because like this, I almost consider this like a teaser still.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
still a
Tunic
teaser.
announcement.
Yeah.
So this is like, hey, working on this.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Looks like Liam has something to say.
I don't.
You don't?
If there's any way for it to go on the Switch, please do. It's a very nice thing.
I think this is a game
No.
destined for the Switch.
It's a game that
If
would
it's-
really
it
closely
deserves it.
If it's not on the Switch, then it's a war crime.
Yeah.
It's that kind of game.
That being said, I'd still play it on whatever platform it comes out.
Mhm.
I
Oh,
hope,
yeah,
hopefully it comes on
absolutely.
the Switch, but anyway. We can all
Anyway, so, something completely different.
Sick wipeouts.
Big wipeouts in Devil May Cry 5.
Watching that guy getting payload is just like, what the fuck?
It's like, big wipeout. Let me just say, there are, like I said this last night, there are a lot of people who are Devil May Cry, DMC Devil May Cry, the remake. No, not remake, the reboot of Devil May Cry. There are a lot of apologists for that game. Now, to be fair, later editions of that game made it actually a lot better. Like, the combat is actually really goddamn good because it's made by Ninja Theory.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
My gripe with that game was it just didn't get the tone and didn't get Dante right at all. And also mocking old fans with like having the mop fall on his head, and it made it look like he had his old white hair, and it's like not a chance, and then rips it off, and it's like, oh, fuck off with that.
You have spent good money, maybe almost $1 million, making that simple cutscene.
That I felt disrespected, and like, no matter how good that game plays, like, it plays better than a lot of the older Devil May Cries. I can't consider that game good, because fuck that. That's so shitty to do. So, an actual DMC 5 with fucking Nero coming back and looking a lot more daddy now.
Daddy's home.
Daddy is home.
Oh god, what are you looking up now?
Daddy's home.
Just look at the images of
Daddy.
Devil May Cry 4 as compared to him in DMC 5.
His new look. The Emperor's New Groove.
Like,
What
damn,
the fuck?
Oh,
the
yeah.
glow up. All he had to do was cut his hair a little bit.
What the fuck?
Looks good.
And
And of course,
crazy Uncle Dante delivering pizzas right to your door.
Uh-oh. Pizza time.
No, I really can't wait for this game. It does suck that Ninja Theory's not going to be a part of it, but you know what? Capcom in-house, they can still make a good Devil May Cry.
if
Now
it
for
delivers,
hands
that's good.
down the greatest trailer of E3. Jump Force.
I mean, it's interesting because I'm actually kind of surprised that they don't have Bleach in there.
Well, for one, like this is the initial announcement,
Yeah,
so this only means we're gonna get a lot more characters.
like, is this just going to cover? No, it's
Yeah.
not going to cover just Shonen because it also showed what is it, Death Note at the end. So
Well, that's a Shonen Jump property.
really,
Yeah.
oh fuck,
Like
Here we go.
this is celebrating the 50th anniversary of Shonen Jump.
god damn.
Right.
Yes. And Shonen Jump's got a lot of properties, such
Let's see,
as
they ha-
Food Wars,
What?
My Hero Academia, and all sorts of stuff, man.
My Hero Academia, Fairy Tale.
Fairy
Well, I'm
Tail.
just thinking of my books on the wall, and they are showing.
Prince of Tennis is another one.
Oh god.
You can get
It's-
a lot of characters in this.
But
JoJo question mark.
Yes, JoJo.
That's technically.
Exclamation point.
I
That's
was thinking
technically
they're not.
showing.
They're not. But I'm thinking of my hardcover books I have at home, my hardcover manga reprints,
Yeah.
and it's called SJS, like Shonen Jump Special thing. It's like, uh-oh.
Also,
they are involved.
I have to say, poor Frieza. What?
Yeah, Frieza gets a fucking bag
Bye-bye.
in this one. Like, look at this. You got a Kamehameha. You've got the Rasengan, and you got whatever the fuck Luffy is doing. Like, it's super. You're the One Piece expert here. What the fuck is that? A super punch?
He's just doing something.
It's just doing a super punch.
Is he doing Gear 5 or some shit?
Man, I stopped at 300 after I wasted what felt like 10 years of my life.
It probably was
Fair.
10 years.
I was so burned out after that.
Calling back to what I mentioned before, I do have a soft spot for cell shaded stuff, and this stuff, like the color palette looks like it's from like a cell shaded game, but it almost looks like high res,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
which is like it almost kind of reminds me of like the Fighter Z game. Like, in terms
Dragon Ball
of-
Fighter Z.
Yes.
Yeah.
In terms of like
Just
the
instead
way
of being
the looks.
2.5D. Like, its gameplay is a lot more reminiscent of the Dragon Ball Z Budokai
Yes.
Tenkaichi games. Where's he going?
I'm grabbing some more
Ah, okay.
because my throat is killing me.
Where are you going? What are you doing? But yeah, like there is gameplay of this, and it was playable at the floor on E3.
Oh.
And people were like, "Oh shit, this game fucking
That's
rocks!"
what I like to see.
It's
Is,
like,
is there
yeah.
is there a release date?
Jump. No release date yet, I believe. Let me just look down. It's due out 2019.
Okay.
That's all we know so far.
Not too bad.
Bamco, you know, if they're like this is obviously, I don't think it's on the Tekken engine.
Okay, I'll grab another.
It's definitely. This is gonna be a fun game to play.
And who's
Because,
is it?
J-Star's blown the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Jump Force, baby.
Is it well funded too? Like, is the publisher giving it lots of money?
Oh yeah, this seems like
I mean, it's Bandai
Well,
Namco too.
it's Bandai Namco, and it's also Shonen Jump. Like, obviously pumping money into this.
Also, yeah,
Maybe
because
this isn't a good
let's be
example,
honest.
sure. Is Shonen Jump essentially kind of like the Disney equivalent?
yes, well, not Disney.
Well, they're more like the Marvel comics or
Okay.
DC.
Okay.
There's a
Alright,
lot of-
yeah.
Yeah, because like think about it, like the manga is just fucking comics out there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
yeah. Just in one big volume instead of individual issues, which is really nice.
Marvel.
I've still considered getting like the fucking like getting that order of just like having mailed to me issues of Shonen Jump. again.
That's what introduced me into manga, actually.
Because, like, I remember having to go to the gas station my mom worked at when I was young, and I'd just pick up a new copy of Shonen Jump. It was fucking shit, man. Like, yeah. That's how I kept up with Naruto. And I was reading it backwards because I was stupid.
You know, manga. I actually learned how to read manga first, other than what was it, comic books, like
Yeah.
actual comics.
North American comics.
No, it's just Japan that does that. Japan's the only one that does right to left,
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
and everyone else does left to right. So I was reading Western comics.
It'll
Right to
throw me
left.
off sometimes if I, like, read an issue of My Hero Academia that, like, just came out, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna read this art. Oh, shit. How does this web comic go? Oh,
And the
fuck.
thing is, there was a lot of Korean manga as well called manhwa, and they look exactly like the art styles are slightly different. If you look hard enough, you'll actually see the difference, but they look quite similar. So I was going from between them. It's just like I have no clue what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. It's crazy. No, I can't wait for Jump Force. That shit look.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a day one pre-order.
Oh god.
Yeah. So finally, Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk 2077 got its big fucking like debut coming out party reveal trailer at this year's E3, and I have to say it fucking wowed me. Without even showing me any gameplay, which it was actually playable on the floor there, and people were like, "This game is going to be fucking special." And like, that's exactly what I want to hear. So, what are your guys' thoughts on Cyberpunk?
Much needed.
I think Liam's right. It is a much needed. I used this word already, like a renaissance to like the very punk-esque feel of game. Obviously, it's in the title,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
like I think this type of game is actually needed today.
Especially in the world we're living in right now, where
Yeah.
it sure does feel like a dystopia sometimes. When you look at the news for like 5 minutes, seeing stuff like that, like this gives me some mad Akira vibes.
That's the thing. That's what I'm kind of noticing overall with the stuff we've been talking about here. There's a lot of go back to something different. We touched a bit about Assassin's Creed, a lot here, talking about Tunic earlier.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And if there's really any developer I trust with something like this, it's CD Projekt. Like coming off The Witcher, like
Ooh.
they're riding all-time high.
Not to mention that you don't have to be afraid of something bad happening to them because they have GOG going for them.
And they're also funded by the government of Poland.
Really?
Yeah,
Shit.
they are a major company there. So
That's what
They-
I like to hear.
they don't have to worry about shit.
We just have to be patient. And another thing with Rai, yeah, I really want punk. Like just the punk aspects and the art styles and just everything visually. I want that. Because lately there hasn't been enough punk in my life or in anyone's life.
There's a much needed resurgence of the punk movement.
Good early 2000s research.
Hell, 1970s.
Yeah.
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 Not to mention right now it feels like if I have to be political or push some shit, we need more kind of angry shit.
We need to get mad about some shit, you know.
We need something to make us get hyped up and mad, and punk is usually one of those things. Like Doom, fucking hardcore metal bullshit,
Yeah.
and punk, which is another form of angry things, but yeah.
One thing that got me extra hyped with this game was the way they kind of announced it at the actual Xbox press conference.
Yeah,
He
it's
was like-
actually really neat.
He was
how
like
they did it.
wrapping up, and then all of a sudden everything started like blinking and like buzzing out, and then this
And
game.
then everything goes black and red, and lines of code are going
Yeah.
everywhere. And actually, a lot and some of that code was full copies of The Witcher 3.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Really?
those were scooped up in seconds. Also, in some of the code was just lines that said "bunko."
And
And that was really fun.
and initialize the E3 reveal initialize, and it's just
It's like,
queuing video,
ooh.
and then it had in very computerized said exclusive or Xbox exclusive or something like that. Was it Xbox exclusive?
No, this is coming to all platforms. I think it was just a world premiere. or
World premiere,
something.
yes, yeah. Oh, looks great.
Oh,
I'm very
God.
pumped.
No, I can't wait for this.
It's gonna be good.
And
Okay.
There's 3 aesthetics I pine for, and I'm getting 1 this year and 2 in the near future, and that is I love my cowboys with Red Dead.
Mm-hmm.
I like samurai
Ooh.
with Ghost of Tsushima,
3, pretty much.
and I fucking love cyberpunk, and we're getting cyberpunk at some point. So
No,
fuck yeah.
forgive me for not researching too far into this game. Is this going to be like an open world type game? Or is
Yeah,
this
it's
gonna
an open, you go around Night City, which is apparently a very large environment, double this, I think it's double, triple the size of what The Witcher had.
Well, you mean Nerve is like the crime capital of
The crime capital of the U.S.
Yeah.
And I think Night City is basically what it would be that version's modern day Los Angeles.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it's in Southern California, which was split into 2 different states, which is actually something that
Could happen.
that could happen within a couple of years.
And
Uh-huh.
Cyberpunk
Fucking
2077.
Bills, man.
Cyberpunk.
Northern California.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Well, shit, I'm making MC ride in this.
Wasn't it? Was it based on a book or something?
I think it is based on a book.
Almost like The Witcher.
The Witcher is
Yeah.
based on a book
Yeah.
series, which the guy
Right.
was not he just sold them the rights for cash instead of keeping the royalties.
Yep.
Ooh.
And he got super salty.
Yeah,
Bad
there's
movie.
actually an article where a guy interviewed the author of The Witcher and the author of Metro.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And the Witcher guy, he was this old man. He wrote his story and all that. And CD Projekt approached him as hey, we want to make a video game out of The Witcher. He's like, oh, it will never sell. I'll sell you the rights, but just give me cash on top. I was like, okay. And what happens? The Witcher fucking happens.
It just blows up.
It blows up big. While the guy who made Metro, he helped with development.
Yeah.
Did
He was very hands-on.
He was
and
very
he
hands-on.
said
He wanted to help, basically.
he wanted to help.
And he was said, "Oh, you guys want to make a spin-off or authors wanting to make a spin-off? Go for it.
Do it.
Do it. He created the baseline and one just build on top of it.
Exactly, yeah.
Not to mention, I believe he was a really young guy too.
Yeah, I think he wrote that was written online. It was
Oh shit.
it wasn't a trade paperback book. It was an online thing that eventually got turned into trade paperback, at least in Russia.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it ever got released elsewhere, but I know there's no, it did get Metro did get released elsewhere, but Witcher there are fan translations of it, but never really an official
It's-
North American release.
It's almost how could I say, the two polar opposites.
Yeah, it's 2 completely different
Scenarios.
yeah, exactly.
It's cool though, because you have. Well, it was unfortunate for the guy who essentially sold that it became massive, right?
Yeah.
The other guy
Getting
essentially he probably
millions.
just used it as an extension of what he made. He was hey, cool, let's let this live on somehow else. Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a popular series.
And I don't know why I've heard Cyberpunk 2077 is a book, but maybe it's because I heard about that documentary or interview, and maybe it's did that. But
Just look at source material.
Oh, it's adapted from the tabletop game Cyberpunk 2020.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, that-
Okay.
oh yeah, wait, no, I'm thinking
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
There it is.
no, I was thinking about some other game, Shadowrun. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I think Shadowrun's had some games.
Yeah, Shadowrun is a tabletop game, which is D&D in the
in
modern
the
future
Yeah.
setting, but
Yeah, I
That's
played
the-
Shadowrun.
That's the other view. That's the other thing I was thinking of. This
1988.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fresh.
Fuck yeah.
That's like that. That's the era that was big.
Mhm.
Like the late 80s.
Like this and Akira, you can definitely tell where a lot of the
Yeah.
influence for Cyberpunk 2077 is. Like, yeah, I fucking can't wait. Damn, we're 2 years away from being Cyberpunk 2020. You guys ready to have like face tattoos and like
that glows in
pink
the dark.
hair?
that's already coming.
It's already coming.
I mean, a lot can happen.
I mean, we
Shit.
Instagram rappers may as well be like pulled straight from this game.
I mean, everyone's doing the side mohawk shit,
Yeah.
so like that guy over there, or that's a side shaving thing. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
He bashing
Yeah,
Liam's
it's
bashing
I just
Liam's
kind of like
haircut.
the crew cut.
Yeah, I'm bashing Liam's haircut.
Oh,
I mean, it looks. I mean, I was be honest, it looks
Liam
very
pulls
nice.
it off. He's
It looks
anime
good
boy
on
over
you.
there.
Yeah, anime boy, but it's just like it's been.
Look at this dude over here.
That's like a punk style, isn't it?
I don't know.
Cyberpunk.
I graduated from high school and I'm like, hey, what if I just keep my crew cut, like shave the side, and how long can the top get? And here I am.
Here you are.
Here I stand.
Remember in school?
All
How long
along.
was it? In school, it was pretty long.
Huh?
How
It was
long
short,
was
a
it?
lot shorter than this.
Oh.
It was.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
It was just.
Right. Yes.
It was
Anyway.
it was the just enough to poke me in the eyes and get in my mouth height.
Yeah, I know that.
But yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's E3 for the most part,
Yeah,
or what we care about.
pretty much.
Honestly, yeah.
Things will be back to normal next week. We'll catch up on maybe a couple loose stories, but other than that,
I won't be here, which is, you know,
you can send us an email.
Normal.
Bomb.
That's pretty.
Where
easy.
can you send an email, Bomb?
I actually don't know.
The superfunnetwork at gmail.com. What's that, Liam?
The superfunnetwork at gmail.com.
Yeah.
I got
Ah,
questions.
get
I actually have a legitimate question. How many emails did you get from me?
Like 3.
Okay, yeah, good. Because I was thinking, wait, did I send it to the wrong, wrong place?
Where can they send it, Bomb?
I don't know. I just looked
The
up.
superfunnetwork at gmail.com.
Ah, yeah. Thanks for the save, Rye.
I got you.
Thank you.
Well,
I just
looked
looked
at
up the-
5.
I just went to the Facebook page and it's just like, oh, the Super Fun Network, or was it called Super Fun Network? Was it Super
It's
Fun?
the
Okay.
Superfun Network, yeah.
The Super Fun Network, and I just went to Facebook, the Super Fun Network,
/
and it says
the
about
Superfun Network.
or contacts.
We're on Twitter at RealSFN. We're gonna get that Instagram up soon. Yeah.
Woo.
No Snapchat on the horizon yet. Who knows?
We can dream.
We can dream. You can dream.
I'll
We're all
dream.
dreamers.
We got Tumblr.
We got Tumblr.
Hey.
Do we got Pinterest?
No Pinterest.
Do we got Google Plus?
Yes.
Yeah, we have
actually.
to make the YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's already there.
Shit. What other shit is there? MySpace is dead, so who cares?
We can get our band on there though.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Check us on. Check us on my. Is,
Check
that
us
even, is it still above water?
I think so. You can check us out on LiveJournal at the superfunnetwork.com at LiveJournal. What?
Please send me a link so I can actually make some journal bullshit.
Okay. Yeah, that does it for us. Let's get out of here. I gotta drive this guy back to Moose Jaw. Oof.
You're not supposed to say the city, but I broke a rule anyways.
Yeah, whatever.
Are you going to edit that out?
I can,
Like my fuck up?
yeah.
You're
Oh,
fine.
I don't remember what my fucking was.
Alright.
Oh well.
Oh well. Lost in the sands of time.
Is this lost?
Fuck off.
Is Death Stranding just lost? Is it all purgatory?
Oh no!
I mean, it might be a little abortion, so.
Yeah. God damn it. Alright, catch you later. Bye.